Welcome in, everybody. We had a little technical difficulties.
We're so sorry.
Sorry, everyone, for being late. Let me turn the volume down, guys. But we ready to get started. Welcome to Sipping with Me and I. This is our second live stream on this channel. Everybody that normally comes from our main flagship channel, Me and I, welcome over to this channel. Everyone that's new to this channel, welcome to this channel, Sipping with Me and I am your host, Weez.
And I am me.
And on this channel, we celebrate, toast, make cocktails, represent Black-owned spirits. And tonight is no different. We have two heavy hitters, two all-stars, two legends in the building. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna pop bottles. We're gonna cry. We're gonna laugh. But most of all, guys, we're gonna love on each other and we're gonna appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. Sorry, y'all. We're getting a little technical difficulties, y'all. We need to switch over to a MacBook, y'all, because this Android's okay, here we go. We got a mouse now, y'all. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, everyone. Let them go to the chat. Y'all can get this show started. I see we got Mirror. I'm sorry, y'all. How we get back to the other one? What happened here? Hold on, we got staff in it. How they get? Oh, over here. Here we go. Okay. So we got Keeping Up the Griffin, speaking to a list. I'm not sure who are all in here. I'm gonna try to go to the top as much as possible. We got House of X's in the building. Welcome in. We got Cooking with the Catchers in the building. We got Evolving with Elder in the building. We got my mama in the building. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Y'all make sure y'all please thumbs up this live stream. Y'all make sure y'all please share this out if you can. Text everyone you know. Let them know we got Nicole Anderson. We got Ricardo, Kelly. We got Kelly Family Distributors in the building at the black table. And we're going to talk everything Black on tonight, guys. So y'all make sure y'all get ready. We're not going to be here long. We're going to be respectful of daytime. So maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe, depending how it goes. But we're going to have a regular conversation. We have no questions pre-written. We're just going to have a flow and just talk with our people. But let's go back to the chat. We got Marjorie in the building. We got Evolving with Etta in the building. Cooking with the Catchers again is in here. Welcome in. We got staff in the building. Staff, I'm gonna need to refill this wine. We got welcome in, Kayla Marr. Thank y'all so much, y'all, for being patient. Y'all make sure y'all please thumbs up the live, share this out. Yo, we've been so rushing, man. We sweating. We got Leo in the building. We got Elisa cruising in the building. Welcome in, everybody. We're gonna get this show started momentarily. Sipping with Me now. What's good, fam? Much love. What's good, Her Wine and Kelly Family Distributors from the Alliance. Welcome in. Y'all, we got Kelly Family Distributor in the building. Cooking with the live will be starting. Thank you so much, y'all. Promise y'all know we don't go late, but we had a little internet acting up. We had to switch devices. We're on a MacBook now. I don't know how to work MacBook, y'all. So please forgive me, y'all. In advance, we got Huey Chewy's in the building. Welcome in. Diana from Alexandria. Looking forward to the live chat. Okay. Welcome in. We got new people. Again, y'all, if y'all new here, please subscribe to the channel. Please also subscribe to our main channel, Me and I. But we on Sipping with Me now, y'all. We almost to 500 subscribers. Let's get there tonight.
People need to hear these.
We got Tiffany in the building. Hey, Tiff Bucks. Welcome in, Tiffany. We got Dr. Amanda Turner in the building. Welcome in, Dr. Turner. Welcome in. We got Uniquely Lavish in the building. Welcome in, Queen Lavish. We got Christopher Swain in the building. Welcome in. That's Daddy Swain from Instagram. Welcome in, family. Okay. We got Tiffany Buchanan in the building. Welcome in from Kelly. Let us know that our sound is okay too. And we got the Elroy Bar in here. We got Durante Rum in the building. Welcome in. We got Moss Lounge in the We got Durante Rum in the building. Shout out to Mouse Lounge. We got an announcement. We're gonna talk about that tonight. Janice Creeks is in the building. Welcome in. And we got Huey Chewy. I'm new. Welcome. Being loved, being around family. Welcome in. Give a shout out to them. And we got Jolie Nixon in the building. Hola. Our favorite couple. We got Kevin. Good to see my brother Kevin in the building. That's my family. And we got Henny God in the building. Sipping out. Okay, Henny God. Sipping while I'm listening. But shit, we need to get our glass. We need to get our glass ready. Okay. All right, guys. So We starting off this already. Man, we already kind of late, so we're not gonna hold y'all again. We're gonna be respectful of daytime, guys. But again, our channel sipping would be not again. Oh, we can't see it from this angle, but no, it's all about Black-owned spirits, guys. Tonight we got two incredible people. One that we've been trying to get on this channel for about a year. Then ever since we started this channel.
Oh yes.
Hello. I'm gonna call her out. We've been trying to get Nicole on this channel for almost damn near a year. I ain't gonna hold you. But again, God timing, God does things in His way and His timing. So it's an honor to have her in here today.
Really
so we're gonna talk to her. And the other guest tonight is somebody new to us, but they're not new probably to y'all. I mean, they're probably again. I'm not sure. I'm gonna make up some stats here. We're gonna do like y'all do LeBron. Y'all just gonna be make up some stats to prove you the best. But Kelly Family Distributors is probably the fastest growing, hottest.
Y'all not ready.
They like the John Laurent.
Y'all not ready.
Of Black spirit. They the hottest growing, fastest thing in the Black spirit industry, guys. And it's an honor to have someone of this caliber in not just on our live stream, but in the house. They in the table. They're at the Black table. So we're gonna bring them up right now, guys. So without further ado, guys, y'all please drop some Black hearts and some wine glasses in the chat because we got.
While we're waiting on those hearts to load, actually, Dr. Turner is City Night. So welcome in.
Is it?
Friends. Yeah, she just.
We got City Night. We got Black. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. We got Black-owned spirits representing for our people, man. Shout out one time for the culture.
Oh yeah. Oh.
All right, I'll hit the mouse. But let's go and get started. But before I get started, let me go and get some. Brother Ricardo, can you hand me that lovely bottle of her wine, please? I need my glass is empty. My glass is empty. I need to fill this up, guys. This is one of the. What talking about? Can we not have a conversation while we live, baby? Can we not do this while we live?
My bad.
We got.
It's live.
It's live. Anything can happen on this channel, but we sipping on hers wine. All right, guys. So without further ado, guys, again, this is a new setup. So forgive us today. We're trying something new. We try to make this as best situation for us because we never had 4 people here, and then we got a camera. We got staff in the building, and so forgive the setup today because again, we trying something new with different camera angles. We got angles today, so we're gonna try this out today. So if it doesn't work out right, guys, then forgive us again. Hopefully, we trying to make this the best look for them because again, they taking time out their busy schedule to rock with us and to rock with y'all. So we want to kind of make this right, guys. So without further ado, let's bring up our special guests, Nicole Anderson and Ricardo Kelly from Kelly Family Distributors.
Woo! Okay.
Welcome in. So y'all go right here. All right, guys. So let's go and get this thing started. Again, first of all, again, it's kind of strange because they literally right here, but it's like we in 2 different angles. So y'all gonna focus here, me gonna focus over here, guys. But we gonna start first. First of all, how the bottle look? Is the bottle's in the way?
I want to move them a little bit, maybe.
I want
slide them over a little bit. We want to make sure they see y'all. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. And then again, y'all can't see it.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Nicole.
So we got Kelly Family Distributors in here, and we got Kelly. So before we get started with everything else, let's first introduce, and then the first part of the conversation is going to be with Nicole, and then we're going to mix in Ricardo, and then we'll talk about to both of them. But I want to get a celebration going and toast started for Nicole first, guys. So let's first introduce ourselves. Who do we have to my right?
We've got Ricardo Kelly, owner of Kelly Family Distributors.
And to his left.
Okay.
Hello, you guys. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Nicole Anderson, and I am the owner of Her Wine.
Hey, y'all heard her?
Yeah, we got a live audience. We got my mama behind us. Yeah, they have my mama. Mine. He has no family from Mississippi, so we're not related.
Right.
We thought that was gonna be a big announcement. We thought, hey man, Ricardo's my cousin. That's my brother, but so I thought it was gonna be my cousin, man. So all right, so welcome in everybody. Thank y'all, man. It's good to see the Elroy Bar in here. We got City Nights in the building. So I'm pretty sure we have more Black-owned brands come in now. But y'all make sure y'all mix and mingle. We got Brown Girl Bella, the queen of marketing, in the building. Welcome in. We got Evolving with Etta, Kayla Mar in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to everybody. Let me make sure. Mira, let me make Brown Girl Bella a mod. No, Can I make her my? Oh, shoot, I got to do it in this one. We got,
What is next?
we'll make All right, guys, so we're going to get started. So first of all, we want to start with Nicole Anderson. Again, someone that we saw on Instagram going through products. And again, when we first started our channel, we was not focusing on, when we first got into the Black-owned spirits, we already had Ciroc. As you can see, they can see, we pretty much have every bottle of Ciroc. And then one day we stumbled into Camp Creek, and then they had a Black-owned section called Chocolate City. And then from there is when we started noticing, wow, Black people actually own liquor. This is not just Diddy and Ludacris and celebrities, regular, everyday working 9 to 5 people like us own liquor. And then we started seeing a few bottles. One of the first bottles we bought was Bombay vodka, which is one of my favorite vodkas. And then my second favorite vodka was Sakari, which just happens to be, distributed through Kelly Family. So again, a small world how everything comes back around. And then we started noticing wines, and then we started noticing the McBride sisters, and we started noticing a few others down the line like Moss Lounge, but then we ran across her wine. So I sent her a message. She's like, "Thank you guys for showing us out, showing love, whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, we gotta get you on the channel." It never worked out, but we seen the work that she does, that she's doing, and then we found out something that one live me said, "Elmar, did you know Nicole is dealing with a situation?" I'm like, "No, how you seen that?" And we going through it. So then we was like, dang, it's like, how? It's not the pain aspect, but it's the fact that these brands got a story behind it. Like these other companies, you don't know who worked there, the face of anything, but now you got a sister that's doing amazing things. She got an amazing product. And she had a story behind it of triumph, and now it's triumph, but going through something. And so, Nicole, welcome to Sipping with Me and I. So let's talk about, how did you get started? Well, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you want to start a wine.
So I always tell people I'm a wine lover. Like I got into this honestly just because I love wine, and I was going through a period where I was getting bored with it. So like imagine like being in the clubs and like college, and like everybody's taking shots of vodka and rum, and I'm like drinking wine in the club. Like I've loved wine that much for that long. So in 2018, I was going through a lot of different like transformations, and I found myself getting bored with wine. And I was like, this was like the Moscato age too. So like Moscato was in everybody's song. Pete Moscato, Red Moscato, I was Moscatoed out.
I blame Ludacris. Ludacris and not Ludacris. No. Drake had everybody talking about lobster and Moscato. I'm like, you don't drink lobster with Moscato?
You don't have to. But you know what? And the funny thing was like, and I was in school like when there was like Roscoe Dash and like it was like Moscato was like all in the songs, like in hip hop and stuff. So I say that to say I got to this point I was bored, and I just wanted to look up different ways to experience wine, and I wanted to look up Black wine. Just so happens that I was taking a trip to Napa Valley, and we were like, oh, I wonder if there's any Black wineries. Random Google search, and there were 2. Oh, right. And I was like, okay, at least we're out here. But then I started realizing that a lot of the brands that I saw were celebrity endorsed, but not just like everyday people. And I was like, that's different. And then I wanted to think about, okay, well, when I go to a wine store, like the last time I went to the wine store, when I looked down the aisle, there was nothing that like represented me, like nothing. I was like, where is Sutter Home? Who is Stella? Like I have no association with any of these brands. So random Google search, YouTube Academy, I learned how to make wine like at home. And I like science. So like growing up, I was like that nerd. I went to like, what is it called? Science. What is it? No, you don't. Don't make me feel bad. I went to space school, like summer camp when they have like the different
space schools.
Whatever. Haters gonna hate. I was that nerdy girl that liked science essentially, and so creating wine is like science to me. So I started out honestly that way, just making wine myself, and I'm a marketer by trade, so I've been doing marketing now for over a decade, and it's one of my other passions, which I think helps with building a brand and already having that marketing. I love it. It's a really a good passion of mine, and so that helped me to develop a brand that essentially is relatable. It's something that I feel like I wanted women to walk down the aisle, and I could just imagine them with their kids running up and down the aisle, and this mother's pushing her cart, and she sees mama needs a break, and she's like, you know what, I sure do. And like I just felt like that's the energy. I want people to see themselves and feel themselves in the wine, and that's what we created. So yeah.
Okay.
That's a long roundabout.
No, that was perfect.
Amazing.
So when did you start? Let's switch screens. That way, Mira can also get closer. So when did you start your wine brand?
So officially launched it September 2020. Officially.
2020. So
Yeah.
that's in the middle of. Back up the screen tape just a little bit. So that's in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm a pandemic baby.
Okay, and that's what we also noticed in doing our research, that a lot of people have started their brand or their alcohol brand during the pandemic, which is a very important thing that I want y'all to know, is that while the world technically shut down, and let me make sure I get this, while the world technically shut down and while everyone was living scot-free or doing whatever, rest in peace to everyone who may have lost someone during the pandemic, but a lot of people making things having major moves, and it's like at least the fifth brand that was created during the pandemic, and so you didn't let that stop you, because a lot of people was scared to go outside and scared to go to drinks, and so I know that had to been a concern of yours as to like, dang, how I'm gonna get this brand out here in the midst of the work, because we didn't know you were gonna be where we at right now. So what was going through your mind during the pandemic? And now you're starting a brand, but no one was outside.
So I actually saw that as an opportunity versus seeing it as a challenge, because everyone's in the house and everyone needs something to do, and a lot of people were drinking.
Right.
So you found that you think about what those essential businesses that stayed open, liquor stores were one of them.
Right, that's a fact.
An essential business that remained open. So for me, I saw it as an opportunity. During that time, I was offering free deliveries. So I was like, you don't have contactless delivery. As soon as I saw that on Uber, I was like, hey, I'm taking it. So I was offering contactless deliveries. You can get your wine. I would pull up. I didn't see it as a challenge. I actually thought that the world was going to slowly transition to getting more things online and being more comfortable with purchasing online. And so I feel like the pandemic just catapulted that movement of us being comfortable purchasing certain goods that we're traditionally used to going to a brick and mortar to get. And now, leveraging these online services. So for me, the pandemic, honestly, because like I said, I launched it September 2020, but my journey started in September. Well, actually, ironically, 2018. But I
was just about to say, I saw 2018.
2018 is when I first started. So I had my soft launch 2018. I was making all these wines myself. I had a sold out event on Peter Street in an art gallery.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, this was such a blessing, so cool. That people were purchasing the wine, and they're like, okay, what's next? And I'm like, we're going to be in stores. And I said this confidently without really knowing what the process was to get to that point.
Prophetic.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. I was like, this is what I want. But then I realized that Uncle Sam has he kind of frowns upon you selling wine that you make in your house. There's a little texting there.
Let me find Nicole's out here bootlegging. You was doing a prohibition. She was like that prohibition. Right.
That's right.
It's not like we didn't get it from somewhere.
That's true.
Someone did it before us.
Someone did it before us.
Yes.
So you have to start somewhere. But that led me on the journey of going through the process of legitimizing my business. And that process turned out to be a lot more arduous than I expected it to be. And because there was a lot of doors closed. Like I think a lot of people expect me to be like a wine connoisseur when they meet me. And I'm like, no. I'm like you. I just went to Target and would buy wine.
Right.
And I went to wine tours.
Everyday people.
Yeah, like I had no wine knowledge. And because of that, I'm young, I'm Black, I have no wine experience. I'm learning as I go.
Right.
And doors were churning like left and right.
Look at God.
That was one of our questions too. Yeah. Okay.
It was not an easy task, like figuring out how I wanted to enter into the wine industry and then finding someone to say yes to producing my wine. Because I wasn't coming to the table with, I want to make a Chardonnay.
Right.
I want to make a peach wine. I want a mango,
Mm.
you know, and they're
Mhm.
like, nah, we don't do that. And so, and then they ate hot potato with me. It was like, no, we don't do that. Ask them. Nope, we don't do that. Ask
Wow.
them. So it was door after door after
Mhm.
door. And then finally I got my yes.
Mm.
And that's when I was able to really, you know, take that step. And COVID happened. And that was probably, honestly, for me as a social butterfly,
Mhm.
it was great because I was in the house and I was like, man, I decided that I could do one or two things. I could, you know, entertain myself and find things to do, but I decided to turn the TV off. I decided to, you know, shut down my computer.
Mhm.
And I literally bought, you know, everybody was doing the Amazon wave. We were all up on there. I bought whiteboard paper for my house and plastered it on my walls, and I just started writing my plan.
Wow.
So pen to paper. This is if not now, then when? You have no distraction.
You did your own vision board.
I did my own, but I really I built a business plan.
You see why we picked her up?
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
understand now why we have her wine on chaos?
Yeah.
That part right there.
It's real. It's real.
It's very real.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Yes.
So, guys, we sipping on her wine. She has a Riesling, y'all. When I tell y'all, this is like my second glass. This is amazing. But make sure we get stab raised. Mary, you can sit down. Oh, right, but not now. Can we sit down? You know, we got stab. We got hard-headed stabbing. We got to make sure they don't get paid
We're
tonight.
still making adjustments, okay?
So while she making an adjustment, let me go ahead and fix that camera. You got my mom in the background. What's going on here? My mama back there. And when the camera is on Nicole, y'all, that section behind us, like everything, if y'all come here or see here the vlogs here, everything here is black on. But now a little smaller section. We call that white chocolate. That's the white. That's the white only. That's the white only section. Back there, you got the Hennessy, you got the Fireball, you got the other stuff. So don't think.
I'm glad I'm blocking that. No one can see it.
Right. We didn't know that was gonna be that way, but again, we making the adjustment. We making the adjustment as we go. But I just want y'all to be like, hey, Hennessy ain't black on. Even though black people drink it, that's not black on. But that's the section we give people who don't know about drink. We won't let people touch this stuff, guys. But welcome in, y'all. Let's go to the chat. So while Stab is setting up, let me make sure.
Said not hard-headed Stab.
Okay, so that looked better.
Yeah,
much better. Thank you.
Woo,
so bad.
We got it.
So Stab, you can be dismissed now.
No,
I'm saying she wants to. She can stay there. Okay.
No.
All right. So now, okay, that look much better. So when y'all talk, make sure you look on this side.
Yeah.
Look at the look. That look perfect. Y'all look at this. Hey, we finally got it. Okay. Jacket. Oh, I saw it.
Jack a little edge.
Jacket, little edge. I know Jacket. Like, man, we got Jacket edge in the building. Okay, got Jacket little edge in the building. All right, y'all. Welcome in, y'all. Again, we haven't right. Y'all, we got Kelly Family Distributors in the building. We got Nicole Anderson in the building for Her Wines. Here, those who are new, we have an exclusive interview with Her Wines and Kelly Family Distributors. So now, Nicole, okay, so 2022, the midst of the pandemic, you start a brand. Now, you said you didn't have no prior business knowledge of wine, but were you a wine drinker?
I was.
Okay.
I was.
What was your go-to wine back then? Stella Rose?
That wasn't really out.
Saint Michelle, Riesling.
Saint Michelle is the one though. Saint Michelle is definitely a fan favorite. But I really try to.
He said, I don't even know nothing about that.
Chateau Saint Michelle is the reason. And
It's a good reason.
Miss Nicole, if I may say respectfully, this is no honest. This is not honest. This is no lie, and no cap. As y'all young people say, I'm 46 years old. No cap.
You know that.
No, we actually Malika used to put us on St. That was her favorite wine. That's how I first have it. We bought it on the cruise ship one time too. This Riesling tastes better than, if y'all know, again, y'all may know better wines. I don't know. You got Rod in the building, you got Brown Girl Bell in the building. This wine here is probably one of the best wines I probably, especially from a Riesling. I ain't talking about the Moscatos and stuff. This wine here, y'all, this Riesling, Mary, hand me the bottle.
And this is a toast to me.
Yes.
And this is a toast to me. Now, how did you come up with the name? Because every bottle of wine has its own name. So this is a Riesling.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the titles, and what made you come up with different offerings?
That's such a great question. So I came up with the name because I guess to start off, her is actually an acronym. So it stands for having evolved repeatedly.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on. Having evolved repeatedly. Because it's because growth don't stop.
Yes.
Mhm.
Growth
It does
does
not.
not.
It does
right.
not.
Growth does not stop.
It does not. It's
So
continuous.
it's
Right.
continuous. Evolve or repeat. Right?
Evolving well in the building. Okay.
Okay.
So essentially, as a ever evolving individual, what I found was that we're constantly on this journey, but oftentimes we're super tunnel vision, We're so focused that we don't take those opportunities to really appreciate the moment. Because the true joy is in the process. You know, the destination is going to get there, but we hit these milestones, and every time you hit a milestone, you push that destination back because now you want more because you're constantly evolving. So I wanted to create an opportunity for us, especially as Black people, to find those moments where we can pause and have permission to unwind, relax, and enjoy the moment, enjoy that process. And so for me, I wanted to think about like, what are those moments for me where wine is a portion, like a subtle accessory to the experience, because it's more so focused around the experience in the moment. So each of the names kind of represent those moments where we deserve to unwind and relax. So we have Mama Needs a Break. Finally After 5.
I love them. I love them.
Like we have,
It's self-explanatory, really. Yeah.
Exactly. I want you to see yourself in the moment of the reason why you want to get
Right.
It's
wine.
relatable.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
relatable.
I want
Absolutely.
it to be relatable. That's the goal. So you have like In My Feelings. And each of the wine bottles, you'll notice, have a little blurb that discuss what this wine, what that moment is supposed to mean. So In My Feelings, we talk about the fact that it's okay to be in your feelings. A lot of times the media will, chastise us for having these emotional moments, but we're people. And I think sometimes
Human
the
beings.
media dehumanizes us as being emotional beings, and we need to be okay with being in our feelings. It's not about that. It's about coming out of it, right?
Right.
We talk about girls' night ins and how that's a whole moment of therapy sessions for Black women. That's an experience that we have. A toast to me was actually created because I want us to reframe how we choose to celebrate. A lot of times we will delay our happiness for these like big moments, like my big 50th birthday, or like I just closed this deal. Like we always are waiting, but those small moments in between, those deserve the same
Everything is
amount
to be
of
celebrated.
appreciation to celebrate.
Come on.
I agree.
Yeah, so that was honestly the inspiration behind that. And guys, as you guys alluded to, going through this journey last year of fighting cancer, it really taught me to appreciate life a lot more. And that's where I seek out daily opportunities for joy. And so that's what that bottle is all about. It's about the daily joy. So I on 285 today. That's happening, So I want us to have those moments. That's what it's all about.
Wow.
Okay.
So that.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Man, she's dropping bombs. Hey man, drop one of the clues bombs. Drop one of the clues bombs, man. She just dropped. I mean, I'm not even a woman. I just want to celebrate after 5 o'clock and toast the meat and all that type of stuff.
Everything.
Are you gonna drop anything else? But can we get a men's hangout night? Like, brother, I need a break too. Like, hell, man cave bottle or something.
Hey, men need a break too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a break too. Trust me, I need a break.
Being married and dating to a Black woman is a blessing, but it's a lot on our shoulders when you're dealing with a sister. We need our own bottle too. We need to get a.
Need a break.
If it's good enough for a bottle or
We
something.
have hit 500 subscribers.
Man, we hit 500 subscribers. So, hey,
Congratulations.
a toast to us. Hey,
Let's
let's get refill, baby. 500 subscribers. Next goal is 1,000.
Celebrated, okay?
Man, they're gonna kill this bottle here. Kill the bottle, man. Y'all, look at this. Look at this, y'all.
Congratulations.
Y'all, this ain't no cheap looking brand. I'm gonna show y'all, just because, and a lot of people ask us, and for some reason on this channel, a lot of our videos, I don't care, get the thumbs down. Like as soon as we drop it, because people don't want to see us win.
They don't want us to
Not
spread
necessarily
the
me and
word.
win. They don't want us to spread the word. We don't want to be like Paul. We like the Paul Revere's. We like the Paul Revere's of Black spirits. Like we want to make sure the word get out. Y'all, look at this bottle, y'all. This ain't no cheap looking design bottle, and it has a message and it's a story and a face. Y'all looking at y'all mirror. Turn the camera to her mirror.
you adjusting it?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, but this is y'all. This is look, toast to us, y'all. Like this is something. How many of y'all can relate to this? Put one in the chat if y'all can relate to Mama, I need a break. What was this? Can we in my feelings? Y'all put a one in the chat if you can relate. Finally after five. Put a one in the chat if you can relate to the titles of her bottles, man. Like, so it's a story. Now you got a face to go behind it. And now let's get into the next
switch
part.
it up a little bit.
So now you started a brand,
Yeah.
you saw something different, you wanted something that represented you, that something that's owned by you. And then you got the news of cancer. So what was that experience like?
Woo, okay, how deep y'all want to get?
Deep.
Y'all want to get deep?
I'm gonna cry.
Somebody needs to hear this tonight.
Because I don't want to say his name. Someone close to me,
Yeah.
real close to us, currently has cancer.
Yeah.
And he's going through treatments as we speak.
Yep.
He can't ring that bell yet,
Yeah.
but he's going through, I think he
He's
almost
close.
he has to take chemo pills, if I'm not mistaken, to
Yeah.
make sure that everything's out. Like they removed something came back, snuck in, they had to remove it again. He has it in his throat. And so he's going through it. Next month, I believe he had to take another. Yeah. And so he's going through something. So he was like, man, when I told him that we went to your event, he's like, why you tell me?
Yeah, he felt
I
left
I
out.
didn't know, whatever. But I was like, she's gonna be here.
Yeah.
So people watching you either know somebody, maybe going through it themselves, whatever. So tell us about that aspect of it. About what when you found out, what was going through your head.
Yeah.
So I feel like God puts us through scenarios oftentimes for us to learn a lesson and to hopefully help others to avoid having to learn that lesson. So for me, I have to start the story like pre-diagnosis.
Okay.
So we start out with, I launched this brand in 2020. I'm excited. I'm lit. This is my dream. I've been talking about this since 2018. And in April of 2020, I got sued. And it was very interesting because I had never been sued before. So if you ever got a cease and desist, that shit is scary. Like, can you curse on here?
Yeah, go say what you want.
Like, oh,
Say what you
I'm sorry,
want.
cursing her.
Be yourself.
It's the wine.
Be yourself.
It's 11.6, y'all. But so yeah, I get sued, and that is so intimidating. Like it's a sheriff that bangs on your door, and then you're like, "What?" And he's like, "You've been served," and it's like just like TV, like it legit happened like that.
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh shoot!" So apparently, so the name of my company was called Unwind prior to it being called Her Wine.
Oh.
And I spelled it with an E. I thought it was like genius. I'm like, Unwind, really, you know. So I thought, so you know. Not even 6 months into me launching and just, you know, kind of releasing my brand, I hit the cease and desist. And what I realized is sometimes when you position yourself as and believe that you're a big brand, people don't often realize how small you are behind the scenes. But I positioned myself as in a brand, as a larger brand. So this company saw me, and alerts go off, right? So this company was a non-minority owned business, and they had a wine that was called Unwind. Now, come to find out, there are several other companies out there that are called Unwind that are also non-minority owned. But I just happen to be the one that they decided to pursue.
Target.
Yes, Target. Definitely.
So as we and my legal team, and again, this is like just me launching out. There's no legal team. That doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no money.
We're doing whatever it takes. Yeah.
The person who's writing the emails and doing the posts and responding to DMs, it's the same person. So I had to lawyer up essentially, and my legal team was also non-minority. So we started to dig in, and we realized that there was nothing different that I was doing that these other companies were doing as well. So we asked the question, well, why me? We didn't get much of a response. The only thing that we could look and see was something was a little different, exterior. So, when we brought that to their attention, then things got really interesting. There was I'm not racist. How dare you blame me? I was like, we never even said that word,
Mm-hmm.
but you know,
What else is it?
what else is it? I'm just hey. So then I had to throw the N word out there, y'all. I had to say NAACP, and that shifted the conversation really quickly, and the case got dismissed. So I say all that. I tell you that story to say that story spanned over 9 months of my life.
Wow.
And it was extremely stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And at that same time, I was about to produce In My Feelings and Girls Night In. And my winery was refusing to label them until I came up with something else. So I created Her out of God. Honestly, God, I was just trying to think about what I wanted to name this brand. And Her Wine came to me, but I was like, it can't just be Her Wine. It has to mean something. And I thought about where I was and like what I was going through, and I was evolving, and that's where it came from, having evolved repeatedly. So I bring all that up to say that during that period of time, I was extremely stressed, and I was not focusing on myself. I had deprioritized myself because I was also a marketing director for a Fortune 500 company as well. So I was managing, and I was new to this too. I had just got promoted. I had a new team. I'm managing, first time people manager, and I'm managing 15 people. So I'm managing people and learning how to do that in a new remote environment. I have this business that I just launched, and then I get hit with a lawsuit, and then I have to rebrand. So there was a lot of stress that had compiled on. So when I got diagnosed in December, and my doctor asked me when I felt the lump, I honestly couldn't tell her because I had been so on the go that I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind.
Like, I didn't, it's like I saw it and I was like, I'll get to it. You know how we do. We deprioritize ourselves. So when I got hit with the news, I was devastated because unfortunately, because of that neglect, I was diagnosed at a stage 2, and I was diagnosed as triple positive. But that meant that it was a very aggressive form of cancer. And my doctor literally told me, you have 1 month and you can go from stage 2 to stage 4. So you got to start chemo like now. So I go from November going to the doctor. I told my mom, the only reason I even went to the doctor, you guys, and this is God and just really how sometimes he has to force you to sit down. I had felt this lump. I seen it. Felt it probably at least for a month before I even said anything. I didn't say anything until it started to hurt. When it hurt, I just happened to tell my mom. She called me. I was like, Mom, I think I sprained my boob. She was like, that's not a thing.
That's not right. You made that up.
And what are you talking about? And I was like, I feel this lump and it hurts. And she was like, you need to go to the doctor. Mind you, y'all, like I'm young, like single, so like me,
like
and,
Dr. Ware.
I'm like, I go for my annual and I'm good. Come on. So I was like, well, my annual's coming up, like I'm gonna go. So my doctor, honestly, she didn't think it was anything either because I don't have a family history. There's no, underlying issues. So, and there's something that's common that can occur, like a benign, that can occur in women that are under 50. And so we honestly thought it was that. So when I got that diagnosis, I was scared.
I bet.
And I can
imagine.
You kind of go into this mode of like having like reality checks, I guess, in a little bit, and it's like, shit,
right?
And when they're telling you this, like me getting my diagnosis was over the span of a week because there's so many tests. It was like a little lab rat. There's so many tests, CT scans, MRIs, and pulling blood, again, all this stuff. It's just a lot. And in the midst of all of that, then they hit you at the end with like, you got this diagnosis. So it's a lot at one time to take in. But then the fight, like you get that, fight or flight type thing, and the fighter kicks in. So I just went into action mode.
And you came out a much stronger person, right?
I came out stronger. However, as a woman, I realized that my power lies in me leaning more into my femininity and allowing people to help me. I was being too strong earlier. I was being too much of a superwoman. People ask me, Nicole, you need help? No, I got it. No. actually, when I was going through this, my community helped me the most.
Wow.
So
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
A lot of people is talk about strong Black women. There's even like a hashtag or movement like, I don't want to be a strong Black woman. How do you feel at that moment? Because again, it's easy to say strong Black woman, but sometimes it's okay to feel scared. Sometimes it's okay to feel like, what is going on? What did I do? So what was going through your mind? And do you feel like that it's okay to be a strong Black woman, or sometimes it's okay to like, know what, I'm just a woman and I'm scared and I'm wasn't there? Because a lot of times we feel like we put all this pressure on our queens that they got to be this strong, put everything on their shoulder. But no, sometimes you just need someone or just an outlet to. It's okay to be scared. Like you don't have to put up the dukes. Like I got cancer, I'm gonna beat it. But at some point where you scared, like, dang, this could be it.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, this all y'all, this is exclusive. I never talked about this on like live before. But so at the time when I got diagnosed, I was actually dating somebody. And in the middle of it, we broke up. But I think it was just too heavy for him. But I remember telling him in the very beginning, I was like, hey, in my circle at that time, I was the strong friend. So when my friends were going through stuff, they would come to me. But I never really had that outlet.
Right.
For me to have somebody, you know, when you think about it, it's like when Superwoman is down, like who's going to have somebody, you know, and I didn't have that. So for me, going through that process and then even dating someone who you know, abandoned, that was at least like jump ship. It was hard, and I was scared because I told him in the beginning. I said, "Hey, I know that I'm the strong friend in my circle, so I need somebody to lean on because I don't want to scare my people. You know, like I know that they wouldn't be able to. They don't have the capacity to handle seeing me, their strong person, in a weak state.
Right.
And I knew, and I had friends that, you know, honestly, during that process, they couldn't handle it. They were there, but like they would get emotional, and that's not what I need. You know, I can't deal with that. I can't help you not cry while I'm trying not to cry. Like that's not what we're doing here. So, you know, I had to find. I found my strength more in just leaning on to the people that were there. You know, so even though me in that situation, like even though he and I didn't work out, I still I had to find the support in other people, my friends, my family, like people who I didn't expect to show up really showed up.
They didn't abandon you.
They didn't abandon me. But to your point, I feel like this whole strong women thing, like I completely dropped.
Sometimes we need to,
Yeah, well, I have a question on this topic.
Yeah.
Was it hard for you to share?
Yes.
Was it like, okay, how do I tell people? Because I don't want them to start immediately feeling sorry for me.
Right.
That's a great point, because even with us advertising this live, I want people to know, like, because I know people may be watching who's going through the same thing or that's going through like similar, or may know somebody. Like I know someone close to me, a loved one that's going through it. I want them to know, like, it's okay. You can make it. She just rang the bell. We just had a celebration at
March the 14th.
We just had a whole celebration about this. So we want people to know that, hey, if you got this, you can beat this, because we have someone living proof that can. But even with us advertising this, we want this to be a sympathy thing. Like, tune that live. She had cancer. Like, we want that to be, but we did want people to know.
But it was about
but to know, like,
story.
the story. She beat this. So I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, going through it in the moment, I prided myself on not being able to show what I was going through. So I prided myself on that, and I honestly probably hit my most depressive state when the chemo affected me physically, that I felt like I couldn't not hide it anymore. I think that's probably when I got like it hurt the hardest. So I didn't tell people. I was actually, my friends will tell you, and my family, I was the worst at telling my friends. I told a very small, select group of people, and just my closest people. Right. Yeah. And when I told them, I was the worst. There's no good way to say it. So they'd be like, "Hey, girl, what's going on?" I'm like, "I just got cancer." And they're like, "What?" You know, I
you just
one of my
drop that on us like
that.
that.
My goddaughter's dance recital. She was like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, well, Yesterday, you know, so it was like I was so awkward with it, but I didn't want to tell my community because I wanted to be able to protect my energy going into it. Because I didn't want the sympathy, oh, woe is me energy. I needed the fighter energy.
Right.
People in my circle
Yeah.
that was
That's why I
like,
asked.
you're going to
Yep.
get through this. So
Yep.
I had to be selective.
Yeah.
I think sometimes too, people
It's not
have great intentions,
but it doesn't come off that way.
it doesn't. I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's funny, not funny. It's funny now, but I had I had a friend of mine call me one day, and we were talking about life and stuff, and she calls me and she was crying, and I was like, "What's wrong?" You know, I'm asking her, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh," she said, she had a cousin that just passed away from cancer. Now, I want to be here for you.
Right.
Because they're used to me being their strong friend. But I got this. And what she didn't know is that I had just got a doctor's appointment that wasn't the best news. So here I am already mentally dealing with this. And then you hit me with this. So it just made me remember, like, well, you can't tell everybody.
That's what I was about to say.
Was she
Some
aware?
things, yeah.
She was aware. But she's used to me being my friend.
No, but still, I think.
So it's like, you forget.
Yeah.
And honestly, to be really truthful, I do feel like because of the front that I would put on, even with my circle,
You downplayed it a little bit. Yeah, I think.
I
Yeah.
downplayed a lot of stuff. Yeah. So I released a documentary actually last year where I would took very for me, my therapy was blogging. So I would have these like cell phone videos, and it was just like, this is what I'm going through today because I don't feel like writing, and I just want to record it. So it was a very raw perspective. All this book.
Ricardo said,
Hey, I just made Ricardo. I just had to. Hey, it's not every day we have. It's not every day we have an owner of their own distributor company.
I got like 5 drinks on
And so I made my brother, and it's gone. I made him my world famous old fashioned. Again, I don't know about everybody else, but I personally believe I make the best old fashioned. Now, Ricardo, no cap. Tell me your honest opinion of how that old fashioned tastes.
I want to put the fan on him because he looking like if he bring me
It's
one more.
really good to the point where I'm still sipping it, right? So if I sip on it and I put it to the side, then you already know.
Okay.
But if I grab it twice, then it's a win.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you getting there. You getting there. Yeah, you get.
Okay. Hey, I'm telling y'all, I make the best old fashioned, and the old fashioned when you said we're gonna get to this later on to the brand. I'm using Rex whiskey, so I wanted to make something that he distributes so he can taste how it makes. So again, this is Rex whiskey that I made an old fashioned with. And again, I personally believe I made the best old fashioned. But back to Nicole, and then we want to jump into Kelly.
Yeah.
So again, now you find out you had cancer. You got a brand that's launching out. So that's two stressful situations because now you're trying to figure out how to get this brand off. I'm pretty sure this is not a side hobby that you just wanted to be. You want this to take off, and now you find out that you now have something that kills millions. I don't know the stats. I'm just making up something now. Millions of people a year, and so now you're scared. So, how did you overcome the something had to be put in the back burner? So I'm sure you had to focus on one and not to take your mind off the other. So how were you able to cope with two situations that you got to figure out? And you probably don't know how to figure out because something like your liquor blowing up nationwide is something you can't control. You hope it can pick up. And it's probably, I'm assuming before Kelly Family came into the play, but now you have a cancer that you had to deal with. Did you think about at any point that I'm gonna have to stop with this wine?
Or maybe you did not, and you had some days that were better than others.
The latter. Honestly, wine saved my life. I'm gonna say that with
let's toast to that.
Certainty, wine saved my life. It gave me purpose. It gave me passion. It gave me something to focus on. There were like weeks where I wouldn't be able to taste anything, but I could tell you to the day 12, I could taste wine again.
Wow.
I knew exactly how long it took before, like, I look forward to it. So during that, I released and created those two wines, the sparkling Riesling and the sparkling Rosé.
Mhm.
Like, during that time, I hosted my very first private wine tasting.
Mm.
I did my very first wine festival. I got signed on with Kelly. I
Hey.
got into Microsoft. Like, I did
Wow.
so much
Mhm.
in that time
Mhm.
where it gave me purpose. I loved it. So
Mhm.
wine is the thing that I
Wine is divine. Wine is divine, y'all.
Mhm.
And the reason why we asked this question and the reason why we definitely wanted her to be here is because, y'all, there's no excuses. Like, it's
For real.
2023. There is no excuses. This sister had to deal with COVID-19, the world shutting down, the scare of people coming outside to go to clubs, bars, restaurants. I'm assuming that she had to deal with mail orders because I'm pretty sure she had to figure out, like, dang, people are gonna have to either order this. I mean, that's a whole. I mean, I don't know how that worked, but on the back end, you had to figure out how people are gonna get this product because they're not going to the clubs and the bars and the restaurants to get it at that particular time. And then you find out that you had a possible terminal, that's the right word, disease or situation that you had to deal with. So there's no excuses. She's right here in front of us. So fast forward now, what happened recently that caused you to celebrate?
I'm officially done with this process.
And we turned up. Okay? We turned up.
Can we yo? So can you put it out there to the universe? Put it out there what you got over. Can everybody, we got 23 real ones in the building. We got a lot of people probably watching in the background. Can y'all put some champagne glasses in the chat, some wine glasses? She is cancer free. So what was going through your mind when the doctor said it is gone? What was going through your mind?
Yes.
You know, I was just so filled with gratitude. It was such a full circle moment. I was so filled with gratitude. I was just like, wow, God, we did it. Like, this is it.
We did it.
We did it. It felt really good. My mom was there with me, and that made it even more special.
Okay.
Because it was COVID, I could only have one parent with me.
Mm.
And so, you know,
That's right.
yeah. And I was honestly fortunate because there was a point where one of my sessions they were like, oh, it was a COVID spike, and they were like, oh no, and I was like, oh no, you're not. My mom was coming with me.
Right.
Period.
Right.
But yeah, it was relieving. It really is, and it's exciting because now I feel like I got this second chance at life.
Yes.
And I just want to
It's
live
a
it
blessing.
fully,
Go
go hard, enjoy it,
Yeah.
like to the absolute fullest. So I'm feeling amazing.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to anybody that's in the chat that may watch this now, that's watching now, that may catch the replay? What advice would you give to anybody who may have cancer that they was going through, or they was in your seat that you once sat, because she's not sitting there anymore? What advice would you give to anybody that has cancer, that's going through cancer? What advice would you give them?
So I'm going to give them the same advice that this woman gave to me when I first got diagnosed. So literally got diagnosed on a Friday. Saturday I had an event, a wine event. I was speaking on a panel. Went there, and this woman had gave her testimony that she had just beat breast cancer. So I go up to meet with her privately. Mind you, this is like within 24 hours of me finding out.
Oh wow.
And I start crying. I didn't even realize I was gonna start crying. I was crying, telling her what's going on. And she looked at me and she said, Nicole, I'm gonna tell you how you beat this. And she said, the way that you beat this is by maintaining a positive mindset. Your mindset while you're going through any hardship. So let's not just stick with cancer. It's any hardship or challenge that you may experience in life. Your mindset and how you choose
everything.
to enter
It's
into
everything.
it is the key to coming out of it successful. So for me, I would say find ways to maintain having a positive mindset and know and lean and have faith that God's got your back. Period.
At any point did you think you was gonna give up?
Yeah.
At any point did you want to give up?
Not give up. There was a time where I did hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom. After my very first chemo, I was actually allergic to the drug, the
Oh,
chemo drug. So my
wow.
very first chemo experience, I actually had an allergic reaction. So like when you have an allergic reaction.
Personal question: chemo?
Yeah.
Did you have to
Did
like
you
shave
have
your
to-
hair or
you
anything like
didn't
that?
go through none of that?
You guys, full transparency moment. I spent $2,000 on a machine to help me to maintain my hair.
Whoa.
It didn't work. I didn't have to go bald.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
didn't have to shave my head. People shave their head because they don't want to experience the shedding.
Yeah.
And I still experienced the shedding, and it was heartbreaking. And I was like, I see why people do that.
Mhm.
You know, as Black women, our hair
We
was
want
brown.
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
and my hair was long and thick and
Wow.
like beautiful. So I was like, oh, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But I think I hit my low more so because like the pain, like I think. So okay, going back to me being a nerd.
Mhm.
I like Marvel. So have you
Okay, Marvel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not nerdy.
We find a lot. Like
Right.
she's a Marvel fan. Who would have thought?
So I always explain chemo as the Hulk, right? So when you think about like fight scenes, right, in the movies, like they're fighting, but they're hitting against buildings and crashing cars and blowing up stuff.
Mhm.
So chemo's the same way. Chemo goes in and it's like the Hulk. It's just wrecking everything, trying to get the bad guys, but in the process, it tears a bunch of other stuff up, and that's what it's doing in your body.
Mm.
So I experienced a lot of side effects outside of just being allergic to the drug, and then what the side effects of this drug is, because it's still drugs. It's
Right.
not meant to be in your body.
Mm.
So there were times where I was low energy. There was a time where I literally could not get out of bed. Like I could not move physically. And for me, mentally, your mind is like, you gotta go, you gotta do this, you still gotta do that, you gotta get this email out.
Mhm.
But I physically could not move. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. And I was like, I told my parents, I was like, I'm done. I told them I had started planning a funeral. I was like thinking to myself, like, who's gonna get what? Like I got that low. But then I had this moment where I realized and I said, okay, Nicole, you literally are at this crossroads in life. You can either evolve or repeat. So you can either decide to find a way, like that's when that woman's advice hit me about maintaining a positive attitude. Like that's when I was like, oh crap, that's what she means. Like this is the moment. Do you choose to keep the mindset of, oh, woe is me, this sucks, I'm done, I'm tired, or are you going to evolve and say, I'm going to lean into this positive mindset, I'm going to put my faith in God, and I'm going to fight this shit.
Right.
Mm.
And it's the only one made sense was to fight this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it did.
Can we?
Man, look.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna put me a note. This Rex is fire. This Rex is fire.
Hey, Rex is about- Rex is
Look,
about-
Nicole has
This-
nothing over there.
Look, I need an
Oh,
old
maybe that.
fashioned
Is
Oh,
it-
we-
something.
Yo, man, we gotta
One
put.
of these.
Right.
You want? Do you want
I
to?
never had an old fashioned one.
Really?
Rex whiskey.
I can make her one of my favorite. Okay, me. Talk to the people, me.
Wait,
Let me
it's
make
so
her
funny.
old fashioned. Let me make her one of my world famous old fashioned. You heard me? We gonna be like toast and celebrate.
And he knows to use a golf ball ice cube.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. I hate going
I don't
somewhere and
know.
drinking my whiskey and they put crushed ice.
Oh yeah. See, but I don't know if Ricardo happy about this drink or mad.
I'm thinking about this drive. I'm gonna have to get a black car.
Hey, we're gonna have to drive them halfway. So thank you all for being here. Let's see. Let me see.
Yeah,
If y'all
put in the
have
chat.
any questions for Nicole, drop a pink heart and then you can ask your question. If you have a question, drop a pink heart. And you like that idea? Okay, I just made that. So hey Trap, welcome in.
We got all time to do it.
Yes, but your turnaround time, Nicole, your turnaround time was really fast. Like it just seems like you just heard it and then now you're just clear.
It seems like it, but it was over a year, December 2020. And I'm not done yet. I still have so similarly to your friend, I still have to take a pill every day.
Oh, okay.
I have to take a shot every 3 months, and I still have a surgery in July.
Really?
Yep, my last surgery though.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be last.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Nicole, she is so bubbly. Like she's always the same. When we see her. Yeah, I'm like, Nicole. Yeah.
And I'm getting the glass. I'm like, oh, Nicole, hey.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
She
what
is.
you doing?
Y'all, it's
That's
no
that Gemini.
excuses.
She's a Gemini.
Huh.
I know birthday.
You're
My
June- when's your birthday?
June 18th.
Mine's June 14th. Hey! June 14th. Oh my God.
I did my research.
Okay, Gemini's in the building.
Yeah.
But to your point, like every time.
She's the same way.
Hello, good morning. And
Yes.
I'm like, oh, what's up?
People are too early for this.
Right. I'm trying to find the energy and the excitement that she has every single day. Every time she calls me, the same energy.
Yep.
Literally.
Yes.
I'm not making this up.
And not that you're supposed to have a certain look, but Nicole, like, she steps out every time she steps out, baby. When I tell you,
We're trying to be outside.
right, Nicole is outside for real. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Be outside.
What's happening on Sunday tomorrow, Tiffany? Oh, Tiffany said, are y'all supposed to announce something?
Yes.
Tiffany,
I'm
thank you,
doing my
Tiffany.
first brunch. Thanks, Tiffany.
Let me put it here.
Look, Tiffany's the plug.
Yes.
Yes. We are doing our first brunch.
Tiffany's my beast.
Yes.
Tiffany on point, though,
Tiffany's
for
the
real.
beast. Yes. That's what we need to call her.
The
Tiffany's
beast.
the beast.
I do call her that.
You do? That needs to be on her business
I'd be like,
card.
Jim Gilliam.
Yeah. Got it. Done. Right.
Right. She's like, I got it. Say less.
Say
Say
less.
less. Right.
So now what's the announcement?
Oh, so I'm hosting my first brunch
Okay.
at the Battery.
Really?
At Game
The Battery is a
Changers at
whole
the Double
vibe.
Tree. It is. It's a whole vibe. I'm so excited, y'all, because I really created that one because, like, for real, I love brunch. Mimosas are my thing. Brunch is my favorite, like, meal of the day. I try and do it all the time.
Right.
So, yes. So I'm super excited. We're gonna be at the Double Tree Game Changers from 1 to 5. DJ Queen of Spades is gonna be DJ.
Oh, that was the one that was
Yeah,
at,
Fireball.
That's the official DJ. That's the official
Official
DJ.
DJ.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so that would make sense.
Okay, y'all.
She got her old fashioned.
So that's my world famous old fashioned.
I'm trying to tell you.
So let's go ahead and do it.
Oh, you ain't lying, Ricardo.
Let's go ahead and do a toast right quick, y'all.
It's really good.
Stab 2. Second stab. Now you
Oh,
stab.
we gotta bring.
Other stab. Stab.
This is-
Bring it out.
This is under 21 staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's 21.
You can't. No.
She's 26 stab.
Yeah.
We got 21 stab. We got old kids.
Yeah, we
Stab.
stabbed and fell asleep on.
Stab the best league, mom.
But you're not that old,
Huh?
bro.
So this is our gift to you, Nicole.
Yes,
We absolutely respect and love what you're going through. So on
absolutely.
behalf of Sipping With Me and I,
Absolutely.
on behalf of Sipping With Me and
Shout
I,
out to Nothing But Blunt.
we have a gift for you.
That is so awesome. Thank you, guys.
And you can tell them what you got.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm a survivor. What's your superpower?
Okay.
Right.
First of all, how did y'all know I love bun cake?
We didn't. We just-
I hope you like those
I
flavors.
love these flavors.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
was just over there.
Really?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Thank you, guys.
Of course.
So we asked. It's a cancer survivor mug. It has 3 different bun cakes. We didn't know which was your favorite, so we got lemon,
a red velvet.
red velvet.
My favorite, y'all, for real, this is so crazy. I always get lemon and strawberries. And
I
cream.
told you
I said
lemon.
strawberry
Black people
cream.
love
I said
lemon.
strawberry cream.
She did strawberry
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and red velvet is a fan favorite.
Of course, you can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with
Mirror.
that. Thank you, y'all.
Turn a little
I
bit.
so appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Of course.
No.
I love this mug. Now I'm gonna be like, what's your fucking
Right. So that's a gift from us to you again, man. There's not too many people that we've been across that we can say, and I know my person, you want me there, but my person, he's gonna also beat this. So hopefully he's watching this and he sees this and he's get motivated and get to it and get inspired by this.
And look, tell him we can connect because I was really fortunate. The place that I went to was like a Kaiser Center, like type set, like one-stop shop.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I got paired up with a naturopath that gave me all these natural supplements that help you with some of these symptoms that you go through. So I want to share. I've been reaching out to different.
Well, I don't think he's in here. He's my twin. My
he's
twin.
his brother.
My twin brother.
Yeah.
My twin brother has it, but he has it in his throat. They found it. They found out that it was on his tonsils, and so when they did it, they nicked his tonsils, and he lost his voice for a little bit. Got it back. They removed it, and some came back. They removing that. Am I right, Mom? It's thyroid. So now they got to go through. They got to take pills to help kill the remaining stuff. So he's not. He hates when I say cancer free, but because he's not there yet. He wants to be able to ring that bell respectfully, and I get it. But you know,
no. What you say is what it is.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That part.
For real. Put it out there.
Put it out there. So I hope he's watching this right now, whatever.
So somebody wants to know which one of your wines is your favorite.
Oh, that's so hard, y'all. Oh my gosh. I get asked that a lot.
I would like all of them.
It really and it's so
this hits different.
It's so cliche to say, but I really does depend on the vibe I'm in.
Okay.
Because like sometimes I'm feeling like I want a red, and I'll just be drinking on the red. And then sometimes I'm like,
which one's the red?
The
Mama Needs a Break.
Mama needs a break is a red wine.
That cooking with the captions.
Yes.
That's who asked. Okay.
Mama Needs a Break. Sometimes I want something a little strong. The Finally After 5 is a 15% wine. So yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just say one glass.
Hey, 2 glasses of that.
Right.
And you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. You gonna be good. Okay.
Yeah, you gonna be good.
So it just depends. It just
Okay.
depends. But I will say right now, I've been thoroughly enjoying my Riesling.
Okay.
I haven't.
Yo,
It's
I'm
so
telling y'all, we killed the whole bottle.
How did we do that?
We killed the whole bottle. Like we gotta get another one. And of course, this will be on the Midnight Cruise. To celebrate, guys. This is definitely a must, y'all. That reasoning it hits different. But we absolutely love you, Nicole.
On our menu.
Which one?
The old fashioned.
Yo, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, y'all! I'm telling y'all,
Like
my.
a meat
Oh, okay.
We'll come back and circle back for the name.
Hey, yo, y'all heard it. Me and I got our own drink with Kelly Family Distributors.
That's big. Okay. Say something for my next. Okay.
All right, so we got people. Everyone's showing you love. They dropping wine glasses. They so y'all watching a.
Great interaction. Chat.
Listen here, this thing on, y'all. We watching a survivor in our present, y'all, and not somebody else on YouTube, not somebody else on the news. Right here in front of you, y'all, beautiful black sister, y'all, who beat cancer. She has her own brand, y'all. There's literally no excuses. There's no excuse, y'all. We get a mod to drop a link to her Instagram. Okay, they dropped the link. Okay.
Now we'll
Right
say
there.
on our
Kayla Moore. Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you, Kayla Moore. Kayla Moore dropped her website, herwines.com, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go. And now, do you can ship?
We ship, yeah, we ship. Just shoot me a DM.
Okay.
Shoot me a DM. We ship. And 10% of each of the rosé bottles actually goes towards a nonprofit in Atlanta called I Will Survive.
I Will Survive. That's
yes.
Okay.
She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Going through this process as a single woman was one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I Will Survive helps women who are single mothers
Mm.
through that process.
Okay.
Shout out to I Will Survive.
So,
Right.
Yeah, so I Will Survive. So definitely you guys support them.
So
Okay.
let's be clear, y'all. So y'all dealing with a sister who's young,
Mm-hmm.
defeated cancer, came up with her own brand during the pandemic. Wait, that's what? How many that? Young, black, pandemic, cancer. Four things that would have stopped the average person, and she actually came out with her own brand, guys. So there's no excuse, y'all, for you to be successful, y'all. She had to overcome so many things at a young age, and she's right here, and her business is doing great, y'all. And so y'all, please go to herwines.com. Order. I promise y'all, there's no cap. As a lot of my witness.
Cash sound to go off on the coast.
Yeah, as a lot of my witness, y'all, this wine here is amazing. This Riesling. Again, we got another bottle that's a sign that we haven't tasted yet. But this, we did taste that. We tasted that Saturday. I mean, at the celebration.
Yeah.
But this here, this Riesling, different.
That thing.
I gotta taste the other one. But this Riesling is amazing, y'all. This is a great celebration.
Okay.
All right. So now let's
We're gonna
shift.
shift a little bit.
We're gonna still keep Nicole in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because again, it's all family here. But we want to give her proper time and just let her tell her story and just share, y'all, because not too many people that can sit in front of you and say, I beat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, I know a lot of people that went to college with us, shout out to Stedman College, who people died from cancer. And we have a live survivor, right? A live survivor. We have a person, we have a survivor. It's old fashioned kicking in. We have a survivor right here in the front of you guys. So there's literally no excuse. All right, so now we got my brother Ricardo.
Keep it in the family.
Now, when we started our YouTube channel 2 years ago, we never heard of a Kelly Family Distributor. Literally, when we was heading to DC, for we're just going to DC to vlog and to meet Durante Rum because again, y'all who know us know we writing a book on Black owned. Can't get too deep into this because I want nobody to steal the idea, but we're writing a book on Black owned spirits. I just told y'all anyway, but I needed more rum, so we literally drove to DC just to buy Durante rum. And during that process that weekend, Kelly Family Distributors had a launch party. I'm like, who's Kelly the Family Distributor?
Right.
Who the hell? Where the hell did they come from? Out of nowhere, their name was blown up everywhere. All you hear was Kelly. They had a launch party. Big Tigger was there. It was an amazing event. Made me like, oh shoot, we should go to DC.
Shout out to Ro.
The next.
Ro was like,
Ro. Shout out to Ro. Ro. Sakar, y'all.
The vodka lady.
Right.
Yo, and we said this on many live streams. There's no cap because Ricardo here, y'all. We told y'all, and y'all know it. No, my favorite vodka. I can tell y'all my top 5. My favorite vodka is Sakari Spirits. Once we had a taste of that, our life literally changed. Like that was, I like Black people make good product,
so good.
And we don't have to worry about anything else. Like we make our own good. I would never buy anything else. Anyway, so during that same weekend, Kelly had a launch party here in Atlanta. We to this day get upset because she actually ordered a dress. The dress came like
we were
right. Her dress came like a day late or something like that. So it was just way too many things happened.
We were undecided until like the last hour,
and we was going back and forth with Ro. Like Ro, like, did you get the shoes yet? I'm like,
Ro was like,
Ro, man, my shoes. I'm not even find my shoes. Like we're literally going back. We talked to King 79, and they not even part of Kelly. We was like, we trying to go, but so much that came on last minute. Went to DC, so we couldn't make it. So, but we heard amazing things. I never heard one negative thing about Kelly Family Distributors. But I like chance of us meeting them is like, I don't know. I just on the outside looking at them like this brother probably too big. The brother probably too big for us to probably try to get close to. But when we met this brother, when I tell y'all, it's been nothing but genuine love from the first day we met him. He was familiar with us.
For 20
it
years.
Felt like we know him all. Like I literally thought his last name is Kelly. My mother's maiden name is Kelly.
Hey, that's why Mr. Grief up here.
We really thought we was probably possibly could be announcing that we related on his live stream. Right. But y'all, this brother here has been nothing but amazing to us since the time we met us. Like whatever y'all want, y'all can get. Okay, her phone. Oh, did we lose live?
No, you just gotta click it.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, y'all.
Don't be caught.
All right, we're on an iPad and MacBooks. Okay. All right, but yeah. But when we first met Kelly Family Distributors, we went to Firewater. Shout out to Firewater Liquor, Black-owned liquor store in Marietta. Shout out to also Prohibition. But we met him, y'all. It was a genuine love. It was no bouginess. It's like, no, I'm some big guy here. Who the hell, y'all? It's been genuine love from day one. So I'm proud to present to you guys who may not know him, Kelly Family Distributors. All right. So what got you started into the Black Spirit brand? Because literally, like when we started our YouTube channel, like in 2021, maybe going to 2022, like I never even heard of Kelly Family, but y'all came out of nowhere doing big things in a big way, in a fast way. So what got you started? What made you want to start a distribution company?
Well, so, I've always been in corporate America, right? So I've been a manager for, I don't know, 25, almost 30 years.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I'm not a young boy. And so, I'll take it back to Katrina. So Katrina happened, I'm in real estate.
Oh, you taking it back?
Oh, yeah, back.
I'll take you back. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a backstory to tell you why I got to where I am today. And so, I started into real estate, right? Katrina hit New Orleans. I went to New Orleans. I bought 3 shotgun houses, and I paid $30,000 for 3 houses. Gotcha. And I sold them each for $40K to HUD.
So you're in real estate?
I'm still in real estate.
Oh,
I'm still in real estate. So I was looking for something, the pandemic hit. So I'm looking for, fast forward pandemic. So I'm looking for something that's recession proof, something that, is less volatile as, the real estate industry is up and it's down, it's up and it's down, so I'm like, okay, what can I invest in that's going to be more recession proof? And so spirits. And so I also have an entertainment company. I've I managed Mama D for like 4 years and been on Love and Hip Hop. So I'm in the club.
I thought I knew you. I thought that was you now.
So I'm seeing all these bottles. People are paying $300-$400 for bottles, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's the way. So I started looking at Click Vodka, right? So I invest in Click Vodka.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so I'm a minority owner of Click, and so then that turned into the vodka lady. I met Ro. I got to give Ro all her props.
Shout out to Ro Brown. Ro Brown.
Alicia, she told me about all these different brands and all the struggles that they're having getting distribution and being put into a place where they can be in the market, right? And be, in front of people like, like some of the brands that fly off the shelf that we won't name today. And so I got into the distribution side. I'm like, okay, let me see how I can help other brands to, get into the state of Georgia and be distributed, right? And so that turned into KF Distributors, and that's how it was birthed. And, that we went from Click Vodka to Sakari Spirits to...
Let's do a roll call, brother. Let's do a roll call.
So we've got Nurovino. This is a Moscato that we carry. This is out of Paso Robles.
Okay.
We've got Whiskey Right, which is a caramel smoked out of DC, right? So we got Southern Edge Spirits. This guy's moving fast. Right. So we got Southern Edge Spirits out of South Carolina. The sweet tea vodka, the salted caramel.
When I tell y'all that orange, that salted caramel, something so special. Good.
Right. Then we got Thoughts. This is a cedar plank aged, pressure aged.
Pressure aged, okay.
Pressure aged, yeah.
The OG, and this is our first generation bottle too. That's we will never open that.
Everybody on this call is aware of Sakari.
Yeah.
This is my go-to vodka like you, right?
Yeah.
It's infused.
Anybody that comes to our house gotta try Sakari. Not that one, we out, but that one, that's our first.
We stand you now.
That's our first.
Right.
She told us don't open that one.
Yeah. So don't open that one. If you do, I got another one.
Okay.
And of course, we've got Seta. Seta was our latest addition to KF Distributors.
Man,
you guys came out to the
signing. We were there.
This is a signed bottle.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all your support.
Of course.
Of course, we got the OG.
Oh, then we've got, of course, signed bottle also.
Yeah.
So
right, there's more. There's more.
You got hits. Bro.
I got Los Hermanos Tequila.
Man.
Which is kind of my go-to. I'm usually on the Reposado. Shout out to Dante.
Hey.
And then we've got our Mackenzie 78.
Man, we gotta try that. This
is our 12-year aged. This is really good whiskey. And of course, Vodka, right? We got, shout out Anthony. We got Vodka. This is the watermelon flavor.
Yes.
This is a 80% vodka, 20% agave tequila. Really, really good. This
one of the first brands that has
one of the first ones that ever did it.
Yes.
They're a part of KF now, right? Of course. And this is the young girl between the 21 and the 27.
Okay.
This is their favorite. Yeah.
And last but not least.
Yes, but not least is Click Vodka, right? So this is what I'm part owner of. We import this from Latvia. All natural spring water, all natural wheat grain. So no sugar, no non-GMO. So when we say the purest vodka starts with the finest ingredients, that's what we mean.
Super clean.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay,
look. Right.
Come on, line up.
Hey,
they talking about your watch though. They said you got a bad watch on.
Right. And I ain't gonna tell you what he pulled up there, y'all. I keep that
I ain't go outside,
baby.
So
I'll tell you, baby.
He.
Hey, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. I ain't gonna put that brother out there. Brother Brian clean, bro. I'll tell you, this ain't them ain't Fugazi. He got him. Brother got on some things. I'm gonna take me. You hear me? So, brother. So and let's be clear.
You deserve that. Okay, sure.
We got a deal going on.
What is it? I want to
we'll talk about
Okay.
Okay.
So,
They can
but
tell
let's
me
be
later.
clear. And normally we start the interview with this. Now, Nicole and Ricardo, we're gonna get back to Kelly Family Distributors.
Sure.
What do y'all think, in your honest opinion, no cap, what do y'all think of our black-owned setup?
Oh, yeah,
what we have
gotta-
here? I want y'all, because as y'all can see,
Go ahead.
because I really wanted to start my conversation by saying how appreciative that we are, right?
Oh, mhm.
I mean, I'm not going to speak for Nicole, but for me, in order to come to someone's house, I mean, this is
Personal.
special. This is personal,
Yeah.
right? This is special to me.
Mhm.
You guys, what you guys are doing, and I said this to you before, right? This is what we need, right? We need that additional awareness, right? Because I was woke, right? No one, I didn't know about all the black-owned brands that were out there. So, it's important that we continue to push that narrative. And it takes podcasts and, things like you guys are doing to help facilitate that narrative. So people are aware and they know there are options out there. There are
black options.
Mhm.
Hashtag
award-winning brands. We're not just talking about something that's made in someone's backyard and they say, oh, let me just bring this to market. No, we're talking about brands that have SIP awards.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That have been approved and stamped,
Yeah.
right? That just
I'm
no
still
one
in there.
knew about
Mhm.
because they were black owned. And a lot of these, the bigger distributors are not willing to take on those smaller brands. And so that's what we're here for.
They
See?
were, but now they're looking.
Now
They look. Oh, they
so
look
now,
definitely.
So now they want to take brands from me.
Hey, when I tell you Kelly is the new look, y'all.
But yeah, answer my question. What do you think about our home bar? What do you think about our home bar? This is our bragging moment. What do y'all think about our home bar?
Okay, let's do
I'm
this first.
I'm so thankful that you guys even considered us.
Of
Right?
course.
This is special to me, right?
Yeah.
This is maybe my, I was gonna cry, but this is my, like,
You
for
know
real.
You know what? You know.
No, because this is what it takes.
Mhm.
Seriously, this is what it takes because there's so many people out there that are not aware of what we do and the struggles that we go through day to day to day.
Mhm.
And like she mentioned, all the doors, right?
Mhm.
And I say this is not an easy industry. This is a marathon industry, not a sprint.
Right.
So if you think you're going to jump into this and you're going to get rich tomorrow, this
Forget
is not
about
for
it.
you.
Forget
This is
about
not for you. And if you take failure and it crushes your soul, this is not for you.
Mm.
You have to be tough and you have to have ambition, right?
Mm.
Because that door that just closed, now you got to go to the next door
Mhm.
and do the same speech. Hey, and to the next door until
Mhm.
one of those doors opens.
Everyday life.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
And that's a story we hear a lot from our
Mhm.
black-owned. Like throughout the past year, we developed relationships with Los Hermanos, Shanta
Mhm.
Dante, with Aaron from 716.
Dante Will.
Yeah, Durante Rum, King 79, Sakari. Like Sakari was one of the first brands that really kind of take us under our wing
Yeah,
and
made
show
us
us a
feel
lot
like
of love,
family,
even
yeah.
before Kelly Family Distributors.
That was
Like,
the first brand that Kelly Family picked up outside of Click Vodka.
really?
Yes, absolutely. We had Click
See,
Vodka,
small world. Like
then we had Sakari Spirits.
right. See,
And-
small world. Like,
Through Sakari Spirits, we were able to capture multiple brands.
wow. So shout out to Ro, shout out to
Yeah.
Chris and everybody at Sakari. Like, so when we first stayed Sakari, we were like, yo, this, like, the world needs to know. I think that's one
all
about.
we talked about.
I think that's all we talked about for like a long time. That, and then we moved to like Greenwood whiskey. Then we talked about Bombay. Bombay again, outside Sakari, Bombay at first was one of the best vodkas. It's a lemonade flavored vodka I absolutely love. Now we tasted Click at
It's
not
so
Prohibition
clean and
at
just fresh.
Firewire, y'all.
Yeah.
Click. I'm at the move. I'm at the shuffle. I'm at the shuffle. My top five, man, at the shuffle. There's no that can hear. Everybody knows Sakari Bombay is my favorite liquor. Then it's yes, yo, that bottle right there, y'all. Sakari Bombay, King 79, 716 vodka. I gotta move Click vodka in my top five, y'all. That's probably one of the most cleanest vodkas.
Y'all have to try that.
Mal Select, I love. Fiore is I love, guys. But when I tell y'all that Click is something different, guys. But I just want to tell y'all, like, and his brands, we gotta say that we had several of his brands before he even got here. Like, we already had, we were sporting these brands way before. So I just want to kind of throw that out there. It wasn't like we had Sakari, we had 7 Edge. We had Vakila. Vakila is probably one of the first brands to send us bottles in the mail. Like we reached out to them, seen if they mailed, and they shipped us a bottle. I'm like, dang, man, we ran through. We in another one. They shipped us another one. Vakila is amazing. That watermelon Vakila special. Whiskey right now I'm just bragging on him, bro. We're gonna get back to him. I'm just bragging on his products. Whiskey right, cherry wood flavor whiskey. Los Hermanos, y'all. I would never, hear me closely, I would never buy Don Julio. I would never buy any of these brands again. As long as whiskey, as long as Los Hermanos in stores and I can get it, that is my go-to. Yo, Whiskey Right is a go-to. I love my Kings. I love my Greenwood whiskey, but Whiskey Right, and this Southern Edge he got this salted caramel. Oh my God, y'all gotta try this. Now I tried. We've been drinking, sipping on this whiskey, this Rex whiskey.
Rex hit different.
Rex, hey, shout out Chauncey King.
Woo! Y'all, I'm telling y'all, Rex. I haven't tried.
Every brand that we carry, man,
yes,
is like hand selected. You know,
so that was my next question. How do you pick? How do you go through the process of picking your product that you want to distribute?
Well, I think that it's a couple things. Right? So we want to be unique, right? Because hey, let's call a spade, right? We're African Americans, right? We're in an industry that has been manipulated for 200 years prior to us even considering it, right? Well, let me take that back because we were doing it in the background and then it got stolen.
Okay.
Bootleggers. Shout out to the bootleggers.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear. We've been doing this, but on a scale that where it was visible, right? So you look at that, right? And so I'm looking at, specifically how unique are you versus, in terms of flavor, in terms of packaging, right? Packaging is very important. I mean, people really need to understand about the packaging piece because your marketing of your brand starts well before it hits the market, right? So you need to consider that. So when you come to market with a bottle and it's just average and you're like, okay, let me look at the next bottle. And then you're like, the bottles is what actually attracts you. It's like attraction to the opposite sex, right? When you see a woman, you don't know how intelligent she is from just visibly seeing her. You see the physical, you see the outer appearance. Then you talk to her and you're like, wow, she's amazing, right? It's the same thing with products, right? So you look at the packaging, it tastes great. You're like, okay, this is a go. And so that's what we do. We look at every brand, we look at the packaging, and we look at what it tastes like. And then that's when we consider, okay, this can be a good brand for KF Performance.
And would you take on multiple of the same? Like, would you take on you got a Los Hermanos? Would you take on another tequila? Would you take on another whiskey? Well, you got 2 whiskeys. You got 3.
I've got 3. I've got 4 whiskeys.
Wow.
Excellent. But yes, because and so again, and what we do, it's important for the brand owners. They have to be engaged, right? Because it can't just be here's your product, here's my product, KF Distributors, and then you stand back and wait for me to make sales. That's not how it works, right? What we do, right, we try to partner with every brand owner, as we do with Nicole. I mean, look at our social media, look at all the events we're doing in collaboration together. That's what it takes. It takes both of us. It takes a village because, again, we're in an industry that's been dominated by someone else for years. And so when we come in this, we have to be unique. We have to be strategic on how we market it, right? And it has to be a collaborative environment. So again, and that's a part of my conversation with all the brand owners. And I had this conversation with her. How engaged are you? You have to be involved, right? I'm bringing your new product that potentially no one has heard of to market. So it's going to take both of us. And you as the owner can help me facilitate that.
Okay, let me switch screens. Man, bro. So now that you got a whole roster of brands, what does it take for a new company to start up to either be distributed through Kelly or not even just Kelly, just in general? Like, advice would you give to just brands? Because I know you can't take on everybody. You will want to. I did you physically just can't at this point. what would it take for a company who wanted to be distributed through you to go, or to a distributing company to go through? Yeah.
So it's kind of a 3-tier process in the state of Georgia, right? And in multiple states, right? You have certain states that you can go to and you can self-distribute. But in Georgia, it's a 3-tier process. So you have to, one, register your brand as an entity, right? You have to be registered in the state of Georgia, right? So then, number 2, you're going to need a broker, right? So the broker is going to help facilitate you getting your brand into the state, right? It has to be brokered into the state. And that same broker will help register it under KF Distributors. And so once that's done, then I can take your brand, then I can place it in the marketplace.
Okay.
I want to add to that though, you know, to dig in a little bit more. Like, what would you say if a brand was to come to you? What are your like immediate takers? You know, like you have to have a certain amount of product.
Yeah,
What catches your eye?
The packaging. I mean, it's just, again, it's just like me going, and I'm a single man, right? So it's just like me going out and seeing a beautiful woman across the bar. I'm like, okay, she's beautiful. Now I want to talk to her. It's the same thing with a product, right? Oh, that's a nice design. It's a gin, like, you know, pulling on multiple products. Oh, it's a gin. Nice packaging. I love the way it looks. Let me taste it. Once I taste it, it tastes great. Okay? Because I'm a premium product distributor, right?
Premium.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
top notch.
Our prices might not be, you know, middle ground. They may be a little higher than normal, but that's okay. And so that's what I look for: the packaging and the taste. You know, you got a pretty your packaging is great, your marketing is great, and it tastes good. Then definitely we can discuss distribution. Absolutely.
I'm gonna add to what Ricardo said. I'm gonna brag on you for a second.
Go ahead.
So one thing that I would also say for brands that are looking to get with KF, like one of the reasons why I signed up, because there were some larger distributors that were reaching out, but I enjoyed the partnership. Like Ricardo and I, we did have like an introductory call, and you know, you asked really good questions that really made me like, you know, think like, and I could tell you were like, okay, like, are you for real?
Really serious?
I'm passionate about what I do.
Right.
You gotta be real about that.
Yes.
You know, you gotta be really like invested. So how invested are you? So he asked questions about like, you know, where was I with as far as stock, right? Where was I with my inventory? What was the package? What was the store? How engaged was I as a brand owner? And I think also that on top of like hearing your story about like what Kelly Family stood for, I'm gonna let you talk about it. You didn't say speech, but you know that drew me in to really thinking like, wow, this is great, but also the benefit, right? Because I had to weigh pros and cons, so I did a pros and cons list. I was like, what would be the pros and cons for him versus this, and for me, I think it was the partnership was key. And you know, when you get to be a part of something at the ground up, think about
It's different.
how important it is to be a part of something. Like if you think about all the businesses you wish you were like, damn, I wish I would have gotten Facebook when it was $1. You know, like you know, man. But so you think about that. So there's seeing someone who has vision, who truly believes in the passion. I mean, I remember you telling me, you was like, thank you for trusting me with your babies, because these are my babies. I have been hand-to-hand combat with this for 2 years at that point. And, you know, I knew that I needed to make a specific decision. So working with the team at KF, it really, you have a sales team. You have an extension to your sales team. You know, you have people that are advocating on your behalf, and it is truly a family environment. When I go into a store, I'm like, oh, let me tell you about my distributor. Let me tell you about all the other Black-owned brands that are a part of this portfolio. Oh, y'all got other Black-owned brands?
That motto is true to its name.
So excited.
Yeah.
So we help each other to get into spaces, and that allows us all to grow.
That's
So
what it takes.
that's what it is.
That's what it takes.
Keep it in family.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, they like the legal, legit version of BMF. When I tell y'all, he is so, again, I don't know Big Meech, but when we moved to Atlanta in 2002,
it gives you that vibe.
we saw Big Meech. Free Big Meech. We saw Big Meech like 3 times. Seemed like every club we used to go to, Big Meech and them would show up and they would bow at the bar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The old bucket.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know about that, but
Babylon was his club, and they built the police station right beside it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, listen.
I'm talking about. See,
I got history in Atlanta.
okay. See, we came here in 2002, so we know
like
the Buckhead days when it used to be World Bar. What was it? World Bar, Fuel, Frequency, and that whole day. 112 Frequency.
Yeah.
And so big, like 3 times we've been to a club, and Big Meech we used to buy up the bar, and we used to see Jeezy back in the day, and we used to see.
We were celebrities.
I've been with this guy. No lie. This is no lie. This guy had people with him coming in with Louis bags full of cash.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. They were showing out.
No lie.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just pulling from it. I'm like,
Me and Meech and being in the club, we had seen Meech throw up thousands and thousands. Shout out to Jolie. I know they was in here. We was in the club, and they buy at the bar. We go outside, it'd be 50 Lambos outside. You know when BML was in the house, but when I say that to say this.
Yes to World Bar.
Now when I say this, World Bar, yes.
Yeah.
Mars Lounge said, 2002, 2003 was the best years of Atlanta, y'all. World Bar, Frequency. Oh my God, man. But that was I'm talking about safer way. That was crazy back then. But I'm saying, but when I tell y'all the family aspect of BMF, that's what Kelly Family Distributors remind me of. When we went to the event just Wednesday, we said the entertainer.
And Alpharetta,
it was so many. Every time I turn around, I see a new person with the Kelly Family shirt. I'm like, where did this person come from? It's a whole family, and everybody was having a good time. Everybody,
the same way
it was so well organized. It was like a well groomed. Like I said, when I tell y'all, they like the legit liquor version of BMF, y'all. This is the live. You looking at Big Meech in the flesh in a liquor business, y'all. When I tell y'all, it runs. It's a well-engined, well-ran company, man. So shout out to you, man. Every time we turn around, it's a new brand being added, man. Like y'all doing big things. So what's next for? I would say BMF. What's next? What's next for Kelly Family KFD?
Okay.
I love putting that success on me. Thank you so
Yes, sir.
I mean, we have several brands in the wings that are actually being onboarded as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I won't necessarily speak on it. We've got about 5 additional brands that we're going to onboard, and then we'll be announcing them between now and the month of June.
Okay.
Yeah,
hit the hype button.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're growing, and I said this. I just made a post to kind of go back to what you said about our event with Total Wine. Shout out Total Wine and more.
Shout out Total Wine.
Partnering with Kelly Family Distributors. I love that. Considering that you've got the big boys out there.
Right.
Can I pause you 1 second, bro? When I let me put the camera back on everybody, y'all. When I tell y'all that Cedric the Entertainer event that we just went to on Wednesday.
Yes.
When I tell y'all, it was a beautiful thing. I promise y'all, we don't have to lie. We don't have to make up. When I tell y'all, it was a beautiful thing to see our people. Mm-hmm. And again, he got Sav. Shout out to Tiffany. Like it's just not. He don't have to have black people work from it. When I tell y'all, it was a well organized. It wasn't ghetto. It wasn't trifling. It wasn't. It was Ricardo
was on
they had somebody with a camera. Like I was like, "Dad, can we get an interview with him?" Like, it was a well-ran event. And I asked him, I'm like, "How does it feel to have all these people here?" And he's like, "It felt good." The vlog coming out we probably drop that tomorrow. Yeah. But when I tell y'all, it was a well-ran event, and he had Cedric, one of the original King. Is this thing on?
Is it on? Is it?
He's now partnered with the original Kings of Comedy, Cedric the Entertainer, to announce Setup, bro. You going to grab that setup for us?
Setup good.
Setup.
Setup good too.
Nicole's mad at me. Shout out. Hey, but it's all in the family. Shout out Sam for this, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. But I tell y'all, I just want to pick it back, and I'm gonna let him finish, you guys. I'm like Kanye. I'm letting him finish, but I just want to let him know that event was an amazing event, y'all. It was and it was good. Even we're not paid by Kelly. Kelly Family Distributors doesn't sponsor our channel, but just to be in the presence of greatness, y'all. That was a great event. I seen this. I sister Nicole had a signed bottle and said this. Hold on a second. Let me put. He put her card out.
Yeah.
Because now he's a part of the family.
Exactly.
Right. Like it's a family
unit.
Yeah.
We're a family unit. Yeah. And so I take that seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't name it Kelly Family just because.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I wanted it to be somewhere where brands felt like they were safe. Mm-hmm. Their brand, which we do. Cole knows I'm hands on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm highly engaged in what's going on with my company.
Yes.
And I just posted today, like how humbled I am. You know, he said so many good comments about me and what my family's doing from a business perspective, but also the fact that all of these other brands have entrusted me with their brand babies. I mean, you listen to Nicole's story, what she went through, right? And to decide to say, okay, I'm entrusting everything that I put my sweat, my heart, my blood, and I say this a lot, my blood, my sweat, my tears into this.
Yeah, okay.
Everything, my whole ass into this. And I'm letting you, Ricardo, Kelly, and Kelly Family Distributors distribute my brand. For me, that's so humbling.
Yeah.
How does that feel, brother?
Yeah,
it's humbling, dude. Like when I walk into my office, we just moved into a new location.
We saw that. She saw it. Candace saw it. Can we get a tour? Can we get a tour?
And they hiring, okay?
Absolutely.
And they hiring.
Absolutely. I definitely want you to come out.
Yeah.
Come out, please. See what we're doing.
Okay.
It's just humbling. You know, I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. You know, let's just be. I'm gonna be completely transparent right now. This is not what I got into this for, right? But now that I'm in this space and I feel like, you know, I'm all about generational wealth. What I'm doing this for is my daughter.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
When I go, we all have to go at some point, right? So when I go, my daughter has a decision to make. She can say, okay, I want to continue this family legacy, or I want to sell this family legacy. I'm going to be gone. But whatever choice you make, you're going to be good.
Right.
My whole thought process was,
you do it for the last name.
I want my daughter to be in a situation where she needs a man.
Come on.
You can want a man.
Come on, Uncle Ricardo.
Want a man, never need one. There's a whole difference.
And then that man can't provide. Put the camera on me now. If that man can't provide for you, like your daddy can, you don't need him.
You don't need him anyway.
My daughter sees how hard I work. She's like, Dad, get some rest. I'm like, babe, I can't rest right now, but I'm gonna get some. You know, because we have, again, these brands have entrusted me. So my goal is to make sure I get them in many locations as I possibly can to make their, you know, their trust in me financially beneficial, right? Which is key, right? Because this thing costs money.
Right.
Right? This isn't something that you can get into half cocked. Don't come into this half cocked.
Flex up, brother.
No, right.
No, you cannot do that, right? You have to have unfortunately, you got to have your ducks in a row.
So that's
you're gonna swim out to the middle and you're gonna sink and drown.
So that was my next question. When a brand comes to you, because I brought to you, I mentioned, I don't know if I should say the name. Well, Durante Rum.
Right.
I brought to you their name. What does a brand outside of like Durante Rum, let's say 716 vodka or Mouse like or any like this that bottle right there, that Kamani Ice.
Okay.
That's brand new out of New York. They ain't brand. They've been doing anything for like past year. They had New York. It's a rum flavor. I'm not advertising. I'm just example. We just got that in the mail like 2 days ago, and I want you to taste it too, just for you to try it. But what does a brand has to do? What do they have to come to the table? Because we know that you're a powerhouse. What do they have to bring to the table? Do they need to have a certain amount of money? Do they need to have a certain amount of cases? Like, what do they need to bring? Because we don't know. What do a brand need to do know to step to you? Or any distributor, not just you. Do you or anybody else?
Well, you know, that's a good question because I got mixed opinions and mixed thoughts on how I should answer that. Because it's not about necessarily what you bring, right? Because, again, my goal is to make sure the brands that we carry are successful, that their portfolio is successful. So what I don't want to do is have brands in a competitive space, right? Because, you know, I do want to carry multiple brands, but I don't want brands that are necessarily in a competitive, you know what I mean?
Right.
Competitive space. Because we're not RDC, we're not United, we're not Empire, right? They can do that. They can have 20 different vodkas, 20 different whiskeys. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound boutique, but we are a smaller, you know, more focused
family
unit.
It's
right?
Family.
Right. So we love everybody. I don't promote one particular brand.
He really doesn't.
Every brand that we carry, right? And so it really depends on what it is You know, is it going to be in direct competition with something else that we already carry? There's a couple of factors.
Okay.
You know,
But do they need to have a certain amount of cases? Do they need to have a certain amount of? Do they need to be out about? They need to be out for like 3 years.
So,
do you look at the branding?
No, that bottle need to look good. Okay.
So packaging. So packaging, right? You know, have you won awards? What other states are you in? Right? Because all those things makes it easier for me and my team to push it.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, you're already coming to the state of Georgia, right? Let's be 100, right? The state of Georgia is cliquish.
Right.
Right. Atlanta is cliquish.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're not in, you're out. So I always try to build relationships, right? And so when I build those relationships, I only want to bring the absolute best thing that I can to the table, right? And so I'm a little selective.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't, you know, you can have, you know, an inventory of, I don't know, 15, 20 pallets. If your branding's not good and you're not necessarily an owner that's going to be invested and help me to push your brand, I'm probably going to pass.
So you need somebody that's all in.
Yeah.
If Cedric can take a moment out of his busy
Exactly
schedule to pop up to Tone Wine in Georgia.
So I don't know if anybody's seen it. Look at the last post that I just posted.
Look at my TikTok.
With what Cedric said. He said, if you're looking for a distributor, these are the people that you should look at. As long as you're doing.
Hold on, bro. Let's celebrate you for a second. You heard what I said?
Come on.
As long as you're doing your part. And what that means is, as a brand owner, like Nicole calls me all the time. Hey, I got an opportunity for you. Bam. Send it to Tiffany. Tiffany closes the deal. Right? This is how it works. Right? Because she's out there sourcing and fishing and talking about, no one can talk about their brand better than the brand owner.
Right.
Right? And if you're a brand owner and you are in the state of Georgia and we're carrying your brand, and if you're not out here talking about your brand to these people in the state of Georgia and Atlanta, shame on you.
It's almost like the record industry. If you can't blow up in your own city, then you can't expect to blow up nationwide. You got to blow up in your own city.
And you definitely can't give me
You gotta hit local first.
Right. And you definitely can't give me your product and then sit back and wait for your sales report.
Well, and that wouldn't happen even with a big distributor. So I think sometimes people come in and they expect like, oh, they're small, so they're gonna. It's like,
right.
I know, brand
For
that
For a
they're doing
fact.
the same amount of work that we're doing on a scale that are with other, you know. So it's like it don't change. I think people expect, you know, like a different
Overnight.
experience. An overnight success, and it's like no,
like
it don't work.
Let me ask you a question,
You're good.
Tiffany. Let me ask you a question, Nicole. What is some of your challenges to getting your brand out there? You go to Kroger, you go to Walmart, you go to Publix. There's a lot of brands, and now we're starting to see, like I said, the shoe crazies in the stores, and you see McBride sisters in the stores, whatever. But what's some of your hurdles of you getting your brand out there?
So the interesting thing about getting into business is business, right? So there's a side that's fun, and it's like, oh, you get to make wine, you're drinking all the time.
Right.
That side, and that's fine.
Then we wake up the next day and we bust our ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's a whole business aspect to it. So for me, there's a lot of barriers to entry into larger corporations that want to expand. So when you think about a retailer and you're thinking about what does it take to get into the space? Well, how do you get a menu placement, right? Because you can have a product that's in a space, but maybe if you're not on the menu, people don't know it, they're not going to buy it, right? Then there's inventory. It's an expensive game. If I'm gonna put some numbers to it just to give people clarification, I just got hit with the invoice for $30,000.
Whoa.
That was just to purchase wine. That's not labels. That's not shipping. That's not marketing. That's $30,000.
So let me ask you a question.
Base.
So now you can make up numbers. I don't want to go through your person, but what's the steps of a brand? Because I know, like, when I talked to Sakara before, this is way before she got with Kelly, but she was like, we got to get bottles. We got to get bottles. Then we got to get labels, and just You don't go to China to get the bottles for cheaper. And you gotta do this. Like, what's it?
Well, first, but you gotta get your cola approved. You have to have that approved before you max it. Yeah.
You gotta have a bit. Listen, does your business exist in general in the state that you're in? Let's start there. Like you gotta, it's a business first, so you gotta actually get a business license. Then
you have to register your business as an entity in the state of Georgia before I can even consider talking.
Before you can talk to
you
you.
gotta be before you get started.
You have to be legit.
Federally
Okay.
approved before, so the Fed need to know who you are before you get into the state, before you get into a distributor. So I guess to say it in the kids' terms, there's levels to this shit.
Okay.
But I say that not as a discouragement. I say it as there are steps that need to be had because ultimately you're creating a business. I am creating an empire. Similarly, like I don't have kids yet, but my goal is to be able to create something to give off. This is generational wealth for me, for my family. I want to retire my dad. So I'm in this right now to retire my dad.
Okay.
So when I'm
so glad you retire my daughter, so she can retire her dad.
Right.
Get somebody else to do it.
Right.
But no, I said that to say I think you have to go into this understanding that there's a business aspect to this. So for me, like this is my first entrepreneurial venture. But, so I'm learning as I grow. But there's a numbers aspect to this. You know, there are people. I just sat on actually on Wednesday. Southern Glaciers is another distributor. They had a webinar for minority women because it's Women's History, and all they were doing was just sharing knowledge, right? So I was like, let me sit on this and see what people talk about. I learned so much. There's a numbers, there's marketing. These people are looking at like what are the stores that have the most wine sales. That's data. That's information that you need to know because they're very strategic. Yes, they're very strategic. So I say that to say that when you're entering into any business, right? You need to know the business. So don't enter it and think that you're just going to create a pretty bottle like, oh, I like vodka, so I'm going to create a vodka. And bam, it's just going to sell and I'm going to be Diddy. Don't work that way. It's a lot of steps that lead up into it, and you got to really be passionate about this thing.
Have you had a lot of doors closed on you trying to get your wine out there?
Yeah. You know, I will say this. I'm going to take that back. No. I have not had a lot of no's to my wine. Not to me. I don't know about the sales team. People don't tell
She said, I don't know about back office.
I don't know if it's not me what people say, but like to me, no. But I think it's because I created this brand, and Ricardo's hit it on the head. No one's gonna sell your brand better than you. So when people are here and they talking to me directly, I don't hear a lot of no's. If I've had any resistance, it's more probably pricing. And to answer your question, that is probably a big barrier to entry for us because $30,000, right? That was not for a lot of inventory, but it's because I'm not ordering a lot of cases. I'm not doing thousands of cases yet. So my cost,
but it's coming.
It's coming. Oh, it's coming. But it's cost. It's a game. It's a numbers game. So my pricing has to be associated with the cost that it makes for me to create this product. So ultimately, you know, as Black, brand owners, we don't get those same deals. It's a lot of it's relationship based. It's relationship.
It's completely.
There's a lot of race place Parker. Like we just did a review on the Kamani Ice, and they out of New York, and they like on his brand, the blue bottle. They call us the Blue Bottle Boys. Like on their Instagram, we went back a whole year, and they vlog like every day of them getting product out, and every day was like negative. Not no shade on them. I'm saying it's negative because it was real. It was like this door got closed. No, I tried to do it in store, and they was like, no, we don't do the in store, but you got this, and they did this like, and he's like, I felt like it was honest. It was really open. I'm saying like, dang, right. That's my point.
Already, so you gotta think about it, right? If I'm thinking what's gonna sell. And you're coming to me, you're this Black, like I don't know your brand. I think being Black is an extra ding on it, but then you're new, people don't know you, and you're trying to say, I want to pitch this other wine or this
shelf space too.
And it's like,
as an owner, what would you do?
Exactly.
Someone comes in, you don't know. I'm good. I'm selling all these things that fly off the shelf. Why the hell would I pick up your brand?
You gotta get-
That's why you
Good
build
point.
great relationships too,
Yes.
though.
But I will say, so I went to this conference, and one of the keynote speakers, he was like, he's a multi-millionaire. One of the things that he said, he's like, you gotta keep a bad white boy in your circle. And I was laughing at him, but it was really interesting because essentially what he was saying is that
He's the face.
He's the face. So
Yeah.
because it's areas to entry for us,
Mhm.
sometimes you need a white ally or a non-minority ally to help get you into spaces that we can't just walk through the door.
But we also trying to get past that point too.
We are, and we're doing good,
We're not
Mhm.
there yet.
but we're not.
Yeah,
there yet.
not even. I
But,
know.
but this is how we get there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get there by, oh, I got this white ally, or I have this ally.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I got this. So, and I'll give a true example.
Mm-hmm.
I got into Microsoft. I didn't just say, oh, I'm in Microsoft. I'm by myself. I was like, hey, Kevin, Ireland John, guess where I'm at?
Mm.
Shout out to Island John.
Greenwood,
Okay.
guess where I'm at? Hey, Ricardo.
Each
I
one
got
reach
a
one.
plug. Guess who does that now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Guess who's the bar? You
We
know.
do all
Okay.
yeah.
And that's one thing I
So-
love about the black owned
Because we
spirit.
gotta pull us up.
Yep.
We can't stop. So that's how we break that barrier.
Mhm.
It's by, I just did an event last night. It was amazing at 1942 Social. The only reason that I'm in 1942 Social is because my boys at Greenwood hosted an event.
Shout out to
and they said,
Greenwood.
come up to 1942 and I'm gonna introduce you to the bar manager. Bar manager is a wonderful black woman. Shout out to Brandy. She was like, oh yes, I want you in next month. But I wouldn't have gotten there. Greenwood could have never told me
Right.
about. They could have just had me come out just to, be there anyway. They just had
Or
to
if
introduce
she would have
me.
stayed home,
Or I could
Exa-
stay
yep.
home and
Right.
not been aggressive about
you
it.
Yeah.
have to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just we have to work harder. This industry is not for the faint of heart.
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's not. If you're weak, I mean, no shade.
Yeah.
This is not for you.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna be honest. So like today, I had a podcast interview this morning.
Mhm.
I had 2 events in between this and now here. And I have an
Wow.
event after this.
Really?
Wow.
Like, yes. So
Oh.
when I say like we have to continue to push ourselves out there,
Mhm.
we have to continue. Like sometimes it is a lot, you
Mhm.
know. But I got a brunch tomorrow, so I can't be outside too long, you know.
Right.
So
It's a purpose.
it's work.
Mhm.
It's work, but it's passionate work.
Yeah.
I believe in what I do, and I believe in my brand.
Yeah.
And I know that this effort is going to pay off.
So we got a question. Someone,
So-
Keisha H said, any plans for her wines to introduce non-alcoholic beverage? 2, are there any non-alcoholic spirits under Kelly distribution? And 3, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem to everyone
Yeah.
that's fasting, y'all. We haven't eaten yet.
Ooh, child. So we.
No,
Y'all
we-
be drinking?
Yes.
I wouldn't know what to do.
Ooh, child.
Yes.
Minutes from.
So the first question is there any non-alcoholic wines coming
Yeah.
from
That
her
is-
wines?
That is something that I have been considering, and I do think that's something we might explore.
Okay.
in the future. So,
Absolutely. Okay.
And
And any non-alcoholic that Kelly distributes?
No, I mean, I'm not opposed.
Okay.
We were in talks with Lil Zane. He has a
Oh.
water that
Wow.
unwind water.
I told
We
you.
talk about this unwind
I
thing.
know
He goes
that.
by unwind, and
Drop that name,
so
y'all.
we may pick that up pretty soon.
Okay. All right. So y'all got any? Y'all, we're gonna wrap this up very soon,
Yeah,
guys.
we
We
don't-
not keep talking. They got other events they gotta go to. We're gonna be respectful of the time. We started late.
Absolutely.
We're not gonna keep them extra longer because we had a little technical difficulties, guys. So okay. So now we talked about. So what's next for Kelly Family Distributors?
I think that we continue to grow, right? So my next state venture is
Mhm.
Florida. I'm already looking, and I've already kind of narrowed down some locations where we're going to be based out of. So my ultimate goal is to kind of throughout the Southeast.
So see, that's not I didn't know. So I thought Kelly only distributes in Georgia. So you could
Yeah.
distribute
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can.
everywhere if
If I choose to, absolutely.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So right
Okay.
now we're in the state of Georgia. We're expanding into Augusta, Waycross, and some of the more south locations
Okay.
in the next couple of months. Because it's a volume
Mhm.
volume thing, right?
Mhm.
Because we can't just rely on just Metro Atlanta, right? So we have to get the entire state
yeah.
on board and aware. And again, I keep going back to this. The things that we're doing here tonight really helps us to facilitate that, right? Because it's all about awareness. We need people to reach out and say, hey, do you carry this? I do this all the time. When I go in stores and restaurants and bars, hey, you got click vodka back there, you got some wine I can drink. They don't. And I'm like, oh, what is that? Here's my card. Here's the doorway, right? So I'm working 24 hours a day on KF. Like, this is my bloodline, seriously. So I take it very seriously. And this is what it takes to help us to facilitate that message and get it out there and get people asking about the brands that we carry. So ultimately, to answer your question, I mean, my goal is to continue throughout the Southeast.
Okay.
Florida's our next state.
Okay.
So maybe we'll be doing
FLA.
this. So, which kind of as a segue into my announcement, because Miami, you know, I've got so much Miami. So KF Distributors is going to be a sponsor for meeting the cruise. Right?
Hold on.
So you meet up cruise for Miami? Kelly
Hey! Can we put? Hey, hold on, y'all. We did not know this.
Some cruise
Can we
ships,
put a cruise ship?
some palm
Kelly
trees.
Family Distributors just said that they're going to sponsor the Me Not Free Cruise. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Can we get some cruise ships? Yo, when he said he had a big announcement, we had this thing on, y'all. We had no idea that was. Can we get some cruise ships? And there we go. Wow.
Right. So yeah, man.
So we'll be drinking.
Because we appreciate
Kelly-
the support. Right?
Wow.
This is what support looks like, right? From this side and from that side. So your support from our side is like, this is amazing. Right?
Wow,
Because we
me.
love what you guys are doing,
Yeah.
right? You're bringing awareness to the Black-owned spirits that's out there that people just don't know about, right? And it takes people like you to put it out there and say, hey, guys, this is a vlog on the latest Black-owned brand that we just bought. Regardless of whether I carry it or not, I give a damn about that.
Yeah.
It's all about us as a community. And I'll say one more thing. I'm noticing now that more of us, we're becoming more collaborative, right? Where
That's a great thing.
hate is a real thing.
Yeah.
It is.
I still got haters. I'm sure Nicole has haters. You guys have haters too. Shout out to haters.
Shout out to the haters. We need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Every day I wake up to the
Keep
haters.
our name out there, okay?
But at the same time, that is what. So for me, I wanted to make sure we weren't just some shiny new toy out the box, right? Oh, we played with KF, now we're tired. No, we want to build a foundation, right? So that's why we're doing what we do, right? We're partnering with liquor stores. Hey, you purchase our products. I'm not just going to give you our products and then walk away. No, we're going to partner with you. We're going to bring our following to your store.
Shout out to Prohibition. Shout out to Firewater.
Your local following will come to the store. And I'm hearing this from all the brand owners that we carry. That they're like, man, people are just coming in and going straight to your end cap. Well, yeah, that's the whole purpose. And not only that, we have award-winning products, right? All you got to do is taste it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Yo, when I tell
Know about it.
In a bottle.
Know about it and taste it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yo, when we found out that Black Spirits is owned by regular 9 to 5 people, regular people have real issues going on in their life, like Nicole.
Story.
Real story.
Real story.
Real-
That's why I touch you differently.
Every brand that we carry has a story behind it. Everybody that we carry up on your shelf. Now, I love the fact that you got a KF shelf. That shit is amazing.
Yeah.
That shit is amazing. But again, every brand that we carry has a story behind it. Everyone has a struggle that they went through. You know, everyone has that racist story where they just were told no right off the rip.
Yeah.
Just based, before I even pull out what I got for you, you've already concluded that it's not going to work for you. Right? And that happens a lot to us. Right? And so again, things like this, right? we are a strong community in terms of buying power.
Absolutely.
And buying power, right? So we need to know what we need to buy.
You know how strong our buying power is? It's so strong that white companies are pushing their products and positioning their products to appeal to Black consumers. If you look at Stella Rosa, people think Stella Rosa is Black.
Right.
You would really think,
Right.
People think Hennessy. People think Hennessy. And like, yo, it's so many better brands.
Of us that drink it.
Yeah.
Right. Like
But
that.
we influence the culture.
That's
We
true.
do. We
Every day.
absolutely
Every
do.
day.
Yeah, when I-
We gotta
Absolutely
own
do.
that and push that behind our own products, and that's why we're so appreciative of what you guys are doing.
Yes.
Because
That's why we're
that
here.
moment,
Aw.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Because we have to. You know what I mean? You opened your home and you created a space where there's a community of people that are looking for what you're offering. They want to know these Black brands, and you're consistently like, "Hey, y'all, let me tell you about this." You're consistently pushing that. And without that support, then we just get left in the back. You know,
Absolutely.
it takes this community
It
to
does.
create that. So what you're doing
We
is
love
so
what you're doing.
pivotal. It's
Appreciate
so
it.
Thank
you.
powerful.
Love what
It
you're
really is.
And when I
Which
tell you,
again is why we're supporting. Right?
They
Man,
here.
well, first of all,
They here.
thank y'all so much for
10%
even
free
sponsoring the. We had no idea. I didn't even know they even knew about the cruise. But the fact that they sponsoring guys, the free cruise, man, that's so y'all get to take those going. We got like 65, 66 people going on the Meet Now cruise, and hopefully on the 2024 cruise we can get Ricardo.
Wait, Ricardo said he might go. Is that
June 12th through the 16th.
Oh,
If-
Can we?
might be in
Without looking at my
Oh.
calendar,
But it-
I can't say.
But I know it's last minute, but 2024,
I might be in China.
right. They've been flexing the whole night, low key. But 2024, we can definitely see if we get the Kelly family on board the Meet Now cruise next year.
Yeah.
But y'all get to taste those going to Meet Now cruise. You get to taste some of these Black-owned brands and spirit. When I tell y'all, there's no exaggeration, y'all. These brands taste the same and better. Like again, I would never buy Tito, Patron, all this other stuff again when I got Los Hermanos. I would never buy Tito when I got Click, when I got 716 vodka, when I got Fiore and King 79, and I would never buy Jack Daniels and Jim Beam when I got
Uncle Nearest.
we got Uncle Nearest and we got Southern Edge and we got whiskey, right? Like y'all, once you know better, I learned this from my pops, God bless the dead. Once you know better, you do better. And once you know there's wine, good wine, y'all, we kept the whole bottle. You didn't see us. Once you know better, you do better. So our channel is just all about letting you know of Black options, y'all. Let you know that we got good brand, great brands out there that the price point is about the same, maybe slightly higher, maybe slightly lower, your traditional standard brands. But y'all, we got good. It's not because it's just Black and we tell you to buy it. Like it's good product that just so happens to be Black. Like I told y'all, this is just as good and better than Saint Michelle Riesling. Like I would never buy Saint Michelle Riesling again when I got this Riesling here.
Like why?
Why would you buy Patron and in this other stuff when you got Los Hermanos? That when I tell y'all the Southern Edge salted caramel is probably the best thing. And this brother just put me on today, Ricardo, to this drinking dank.
Hey, shout out hip and hop,
y'all. This, we been sipping on this.
It was actually good.
This is amazing. She's not even a beer drinker, y'all. This is amazing, y'all. So we gotta support y'all. We're not telling y'all to stop buying everything that you've been buying. All we saying is if you see it in the stores, give it a try. And once you give it a try, you will absolutely, I promise you will absolutely love Black-owned spirit. It just so happens.
And this is what we love y'all.
Yeah.
Because you guys are introducing. Like I love how you say the GPS.
The Black-owned
spirit. Hey,
I didn't even knew that. Wow, that's your GPS. Like we your go-to.
I do my research too.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
The GPS. And I'm like, okay, that tells me that that's the guide. That's your navigation to this. Right? Well, people just don't know about it.
Yep.
This is how we get bigger.
Yep.
Right here.
Yeah, we Kelly family for life, man. We definitely appreciate, man.
Hey, we attached ourselves to the family.
I'm not getting tatted on my back, yo.
Hey, y'all are part of the family,
Man, we really,
part of the family.
man, And
that's why we here in your home.
Yes.
You're
Wow.
part of the family.
And thank you so much for your
Thank
hospitality.
you so
No,
much.
we thank y'all. So, man, we
Good.
appreciate Kelly Family for distributing.
This was
But
amazing,
but for
y'all.
sponsoring me that cruise. Now, our announcement is, and again, this is a new account with StreamYard. On our main account, we can do this stuff. We didn't know. We thought we can do both on
Yeah,
this
we
channel.
were.
So I don't have a flyer to
We didn't
insert
know.
on the screen, but on April 7th, midnight, Durante Rum is throwing us a party in Washington, D.C. I'm saying, y'all, Black Brands at the Elroy Bars. Durante Rum is throwing us a party, y'all. We said we was coming to D.C. She said,
Easter
I'm throwing
weekend.
y'all a party on Easter weekend. Friday, April 7th, me and Meat will be in D.C. So y'all in the D.C. area, come party with us at the Elroy Bar, so Hookah Lounge and Bar. She sells black-owned spirits out of there, guys. And she mentioned earlier in the live stream, bring some.
She wants some wine.
She wants
I
some wine.
heard, I
So
saw
we will be bringing. So the hers wine will be in DC at the Elroy Bar. Black owned. Durante Rum has her own her rum, but she owns a bar. So you can't catch hers wine in DC at the April 7th. We will bring her some bottles when you come up there. So make sure you check us out. Come join. That's our big announcement. That Saturday, City Nights, we'll be having a launch tasting at the Elroy Bar. The new vodka that's coming out, that's out. So y'all check out that. April 15th, we will have Red Hazel right here at the house. So shout out to TK. Shout out to Red Hazel. Red Hazel will be in the house April 15th. It's at 6 o'clock, not at 8 o'clock like this night. She got plans, so we're gonna be at 6 o'clock on the 15th. What else we got coming up, me?
So you
15th.
What's the next one? What is his name? Hold on, I have a blank. What is his name?
Oh, we got somebody else, y'all. Who don't get mad at
Wait,
us.
let me look at my bar.
Yeah, we got a calendar.
Is it Island John? No, it's not.
Oh, Island John.
John,
Island
yes,
John. Island John. Kevin from Island John.
Kevin,
Yo, May 13th. I can do this. I can do it this way. April. We got this. This is her one tonight. We got April 15th. We got April 15th. We will have her. Not her wine. Damn, her wine. We got Red Hazel. Shout out to TK.
World famous.
Drinking.
What was this?
Old fashioned.
And we got May 13th. It's our anniversary weekend. We hit.
Hey, come on, 23.
We hit 23 years of marriage. 23 years of marriage.
Yeah.
That weekend, we got Kevin. 23 years. May 11th.
What y'all doing for it?
We don't know.
We got Kevin John. We was gonna go out of town, but we got Kevin John said he's available that weekend. We changed our
So
schedule.
we probably do something that Friday.
We probably do something that Friday. I don't know. In Atlanta, yeah.
Let us know. You know, KF
We
will be a
know
part of it.
we gotta support
Come on now.
We got
Okay.
bars for y'all.
Come on now.
Yes, we gotta support. Yes.
Wow,
Of course.
see?
Something special.
Of course, KF is going to be a
Oh,
part
I
of it.
got an idea. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay,
We gonna plan it.
Yeah.
We
got
planning
y'all.
y'all anniversary.
That's an announcement. KF planning our anniversary.
Tim, you heard that?
But Saturday, at May 13th, we got Kevin from Island John gonna be right here at the house in there, you guys. So
I
again,
think y'all forgot something. The 31st. Tiff said, can y'all tell us what's happening on the 31st?
Oh, I got something happening.
At Forks and Flavors. At
Oh,
Forks and
yeah.
Flavors.
Say that I have something else.
Yeah, so it's a night with KF on the 31st. It's just, we've got.
shout out to Forks and Flavors.
Yeah,
We love that
so-
place.
Love Forks and
They so
Flavors.
good.
Yeah, so they're gonna put together this special menu for us, and so we're gonna have samples of all the brands that we carry.
Okay.
Let me see. Will I have a couple more brands before then? I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. But
we
we've got 5 brands that are coming on board.
okay.
I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but
Yeah.
I won't say who they are.
Yeah,
But we got like
can't tell
5
y'all
different brands that's coming on, addition to our portfolio.
Wow.
that. Today?
Yeah. So
5
we
new
got 5
brands.
Yeah.
And again, we can't tell y'all, but I hope, man, I've been campaigning for one particular company. I ain't gonna say their name, but we got one particular company. Hopefully they work that out what they do. But I absolutely love this particular brand. But 5 new brands.
So 31st is just a night with KF.
We will definitely
Okay.
meet now. We'll definitely be in the building, y'all. And again, y'all want to meet me now.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
Friday night.
If y'all want to meet me now, please come out to Forks and Flavors. You can see Nicole, Black-owned restaurant. got the dopest
They are a
restaurant,
whole
man.
vibe.
It's a whole vibe, man. So-
Kennesaw, Georgia.
Kennesaw,
So
so
it's gonna be a whole experience.
so
We
Griffin's,
got a live band.
not the
It's
Griffin's,
gonna be-
Catherine's. If y'all ain't here,
Wow.
y'all come out, y'all me now, sipping with me now. We'll be in the building on the 31st at Forks and Flavors.
Oh, Tiffany.
Yeah, Tiffany ain't playing. Tiffany ain't playing. Shout out to Tiffany.
She not
Yeah.
playing tonight.
Yeah, let me show y'all Tiffany. Y'all Tiffany reps DF
Oh
hard.
yeah.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Tiffany
She
reps.
does.
She's definitely for the
Shout out to
team.
Tiffany.
Shout out to Tiffany.
I
think
She's
I
a
have
whole team.
I don't know, close to the very beginning.
Wow.
And she does so much.
Yeah.
So much time, so much energy.
Shout out to Tiffany. I got there go Tiffany. Shout out to Tiffany.
Radcliffe. Shout out to
Yep,
Radcliffe.
shout out to Tiffany.
Damali.
Always smiling.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
smiling.
Mhm.
Yeah. Tiffany been there from the beginning.
Wow.
I love it.
So y'all, that's the big announcement, guys. I didn't know
Y'all
they're
have a
gonna
lot of
sponsor
stuff
the
tonight.
pre-meet now cruise. We're gonna be in D. We taking over DC
Mhm.
April 7th at the Elroy
In
Bar.
2
Shout out to
weeks.
Durante Rum. City Nights gonna be there that Saturday for their event. Then we got Red Hazel, and then we got Island John. Again, if you're a Black on Spirit, you want to interview with us. We've been talking to Greenwood. We got to talk to KG again to get a date. So hopefully we can get that. That's one of my go-to whiskeys, man. But we definitely appreciate KF Family Distributors, man, for just coming through, blessing us with this story. Tiffany, Nicole.
Oh.
Thank you for sharing, being so transparent about your journey,
Yeah.
and we thank God for allowing you to overcome that journey. So now you can inspire the next generation of young people who may be going through this. Hopefully y'all got inspired by Nicole's story and don't give up, y'all. You talking about COVID, you talking about cancer, you talking about being young, you talking about
Obstacles. You hear
obstacles,
me?
money. It costs money.
Yeah,
Life be lifing.
Life be
But
lifing.
guess what? Life be lifing.
Life be
And
life.
I don't know if y'all watch our channel for life be lifing, but guess what? God be guiding.
Okay.
God be guiding. That's my favorite thing.
I just shared some news.
Okay, we got Nunu. I'm gonna put a solo on you.
I'm like, I be acting all shy about it too. So you have to come out on April 19th. I am getting a proclamation from Fulton County.
Really?
A day in Fulton
Wow.
County.
Oh, that's
So
major.
April 19th, me alongside 8 other young ladies. And I'm talking about, it's crazy. Like, these women are married to medicine, like doctors.
Oh, wow.
Where I'm next to these, these celebrity fitness trainers.
Mhm.
It's absolutely just mind blowing. But April 19th, we're having a free event. It's a red carpet vibe, so we're coming out.
Okay. Look, I gotta get my wardrobe.
Yeah,
Oh, man, you know we love to get clean.
Wow.
We like to get clean.
They do. They do.
Love to get clean.
And shout out to Fulton County, Natalie. She's the commissioner of Fulton County. She's
Okay.
the one that's going to be dedicating these proclamations. So I got a day in Fulton County. That's
Can y'all
Hey,
hold on? Can y'all put some balloons in the chat, y'all? She got a whole. I never met somebody who got a whole day. Put some confetti. Put something in the chat, y'all. They already say congratulations.
Yeah,
A
they are.
whole
There they
day,
go.
man. I'm telling y'all, God be guiding y'all.
Every day.
Y'all gotta have faith. Y'all gotta keep the faith. Y'all can't give up. Y'all gotta keep fighting for y'all dreams. You cannot give up. You cannot stop, y'all. Because again, has she stopped? Has she gave up? Has she lost faith?
Mhm.
One, she wouldn't be here, but two, she wouldn't have this amazing product that she has out right now, y'all. When I tell y'all, this knows everything because she's here, y'all. This is amazing. This Riesling is amazing. The products that Kelly Family distributes, amazing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that Los Hermanos, that Vaquila, y'all, it's a vodka and a tequila. What the hell? It's a vodka and a tequila mixed in one. Whiskey, right? It's a
hits
cherry
twice.
wood. I never had this Nero
Now, we have
Vino.
to
We're
try
gonna
that
try
one.
that, but Whiskey Right, Southern Edge, Rex tastes amazing. I haven't tried Thoughts yet, but Los Hermanos, y'all, once you know better,
Shut up.
you do better. Seta is an amazing red wine, guys. I'm telling y'all, we got products out there that y'all can be proud of, that y'all can share. Like, why would you ever tell somebody about another brand? We got our own people that look like your grandmama, your great grandmama. Y'all, it's the same heritage, y'all. So go out and make a conscious effort. Shout out to Sipping Black Only for the Sip Black Challenge, y'all. Make it a challenge to go out there and share a Black-owned
Look
spirit.
at all the love in the chat.
We got a lot of love in the chat, a lot of red balloons and hearts in the chat, y'all. But yeah, once you know better, you do better, guys. Go out there and share, whether it be Kelly's Family brand or just let the world know. Like again, we're not sponsored by Kamani or Fiore or King 79, but they black-owned brands, y'all. And then once you try one black-owned brand, you're gonna make a conscious effort to try 2, and then 3, and then 4. Like again, you got Her Wine, you got Moss Lounge, you got Shoe Crazy, you got Random Wine, you got McBride. Said that this is what we own. There's a lot more out there. The Browns Estate, we haven't got that yet.
Is it?
See, we gotta try that.
I keep seeing it at Camp Creek.
Yeah, I heard great things about it, but we're gonna try that. But guys, make a conscious effort to go out and support Black-owned spirits. But while we here, guys, go try Bakila, Sakari Spirit.
Put it on your
go
shelf.
try Whiskey Right. Go try Rex, guys. And there's so many other Black-owned brands that me support, like Red Hazel, Greenwood Whiskey, Bond Made. Like I know they gotta go, but I want him to try. Shout out to KG, man, the coolest brother on the planet, man. But
that's the only Greenwood guy I know.
Oh,
KG.
they all cool. I was
I bet.
Yeah.
I only met one though.
we met two. We met
Yeah, we
two.
met two.
Let me tell y'all, they did the dopest thing. So I had my event last night, and they just came up and they bought a bottle at the bar. And they was like, "We about to toast up." And I was
Wow.
like,
Yeah,
that's
they-
important.
Because it's a
Full
toast to
circle.
me.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're gonna toast,
Yeah.
Why not?
That was dope. That's
Right? Does that not make
Shout
sense?
out to my Greenwood brother.
And that's what I love about this Black spirit community. Like, honestly, God, we haven't met one person that say, you know what,
It seems like it's
this brand sucked. This
Right.
brand here. I'm about like we're super close with Sakari. We super close with King 79.
Mhm.
Today we met Fiore Vodka at Prohibition,
He came
and he was
over
on like,
there.
man, I got a meeting with meet up with King 79. Like, dang, 2
The
Black-owned
collab.
vodkas.
Yeah,
They talking. You would think they be like ops to each other, like, but
Right.
they like no.
Wow.
Like when I talk to 716 vodka,
shout out to Cook. I talked to King 79 on the regular.
Really?
I don't carry him, but we talk.
see,
yeah.
and that's my brother. That's my
we bounce ideas off each other.
That's my Masonic brother. So like that's my man. Like when I talk to King 716 vodka out of DC, put us on to so many vodka, man, so many Black-owned
We
spirit
had
brands.
no idea.
And that's why I love me because they put us on to like, hey,
716, we follow each other.
it's a good vodka, bro. They-
Yeah.
See, you gotta come back when you ain't got another event, so you can try.
Just all the support.
You gotta come back when you ain't had events, so we can taste some of these other brands, so you can see. I tell you,
Ricardo,
like
you
these
need to
brands.
do
I know,
like
I
this.
can't.
And look, the next time I come, I'm coming with the drop.
Right.
Yeah.
But guys, but we about to close it. Like I know they got another
Yeah,
event.
they
We gotta
gotta
keep going
go,
on.
y'all.
But guys, any closing statement from you, y'all? I'll put the floor on y'all. Anything y'all want to say to the people?
Give them some motivation.
Drink black,
Okay.
Come on.
period.
All right.
That's what I got.
Shit.
Drink black.
That part.
Change it.
Again, I appreciate you guys having us. I love what you're doing. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be here. Quite honestly, full transparency. I love what you guys are doing, man. The message that you're putting out, sharing the Black-owned brands, whether I care it or not, that's not my concern.
Right.
It's all about awareness. People need to know what we're doing and that there's options out there.
Black
Outside-
options.
Black options that are award-winning brands that are out there outside of the norm. So shout out to Meet Now.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah, shout out
Thank
to you.
y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Someone said congratulations to each of
that's
you in
Keisha.
collaboration,
She said she gotta
support,
go
and
out there.
achievements, and all stay blessed. Y'all, thank y'all so much,
Thank
man.
y'all for being here. Thank you, mods.
Thank you for everyone being
Thank
tonight,
you.
guys.
Everyone who chimed in.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Make sure y'all follow us, Kelly Family Distributors.
Yes.
Okay.
It's her
Across the board.
wine. Y'all follow me on Instagram. It's her wine.
Yeah, I think I laptop about that, guys.
Right.
We love
We
y'all.
stuck.
I can't. We stuck right now. There
Oh,
we
here
go.
we go.
There we go, y'all.
It's
Thank
about
y'all
to
so
shut
much
us
for
off.
tapping in, guys. This won't be the last time you see Kelly Family
Uh-uh.
Distributors here. This won't be the last time you see her wine. What we'll see is we got a vlog coming out on Cedric Entertainer,
Probably.
and we got another vlog coming out soon. So guys, y'all make sure y'all continue to check out Sipping with Me at 9, your GPS to Black-owned spirits, guys. Again, we are working on the book on Black-owned spirits, so y'all stay tuned on that. The Kelly family will be represented heavy
Absolutely.
in the book, not because they're here, because again, we had a lot of the products before they even came here. So
Before I even came.
yeah, but so
Like, damn, you already got half the portfolio.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. Ricardo said, man, let me know what y'all need, and I ain't respond back to him. He can tell you my proof. I ain't respond to him. I ain't want to say like I just want free stuff, but we had a lot of stuff. Now we like doubles because again, when people come over here, we like them to try. Like I want them to try some of the other products, not because we want them to distribute them because we don't get paid.
They need to
but
try,
I want them to
so
try other products.
own.
But we have when people come over here, we want them to try black-owned products. So we like to have doubles and stuff, so we can let people try. Because we ran out of Vakila, we ran out of but again, we would come over here. Double up. So again, so when y'all come over, y'all get to try these products, guys. But again, on bottom of my heart, we thank you, Ricardo. We thank you, Nicole, for being here. We appreciate y'all, man. May God continue to bless each and every single one of y'all businesses and help get the word out. So guys, so if y'all learn anything tonight, please push and share these channels out. Let the people know, even if you don't drink, let people know. Y'all know somebody who do drink. So share it out to someone, because y'all know somebody who knows somebody who may want to, but they don't even know that we exist. But we out here, we got great, amazing product. It just so happens that we got melanin in our skin, guys. So try them out, guys. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
Thank y'all so much. Follow Kelly Family. You'll see all their links in the descriptions.
Connect to all socials.
So follow them on Instagram. You got It's Her Wine on Instagram.
Thank you so much.
You got Kelly Family Distributors on Instagram. Go to the website. Go buy her products, y'all. Go buy her wine, guys. It's in stores now. It's online. She will send it to you guys. And we love y'all.
Love you guys.
And we out, guys. Enjoy y'all night. Be safe. And drink responsibly. Drink responsibly.
But drink black.
But drink black. Sip black, drink black. Shout out to your friend Charles. Shout out to Sipping Black Only. Shout out to Black and Brilliance in Black. Shout out to Taste of Black Spirit. Shout out to all the black owned influencers like us.
Okay.
We out, y'all.
Bye, y'all.